You are now tuned into Kari's Crib. Kari's Crib. Kari's Crib. Kari's Crib.
What's good and Tim, pretty people? Friday evening. My name is Khary. This is my crib, and I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. We got a good show for y'all tonight. We got an interesting topic we're gonna be talking about. We got some news we're gonna be getting into. We're just gonna have fun on a Friday, baby. It's Freaky Friday. Anybody getting freaky tonight? Anybody getting freaky tonight? I don't know.
I'm not.
I don't know. Tati says she's not. What's up to all my house guests in the chat? How are y'all doing this evening? I'm glad y'all tuned in and checked in with me as usual. I appreciate y'all joining us on the live stream this evening. You know what I'm saying? Sorry we're a bit late, but this is going to be the last time that happens. I know we've been late the past couple of weeks. Not the past couple of episodes. Last two episodes we were a little late, but this is going to be the last time we're late. You know what I'm saying? Had some running around to do. So that kind of made us fall back on our start time a little bit. But that's going to be the last time that is happening. I'm joined this evening by my co-host Tati and Bees Buddha.
Yo.
How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing?
Feeling good. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
Yo. Awesome.
How's everybody?
It's been a good week.
What's been good about it? What's been so good about the week?
Me and my boy, we went and we seen some chocolate yesterday.
I saw that.
You seen some what?
How was it?
We saw some chocolate. We went to Hershey, Pennsylvania yesterday.
Oh, you was at Hershey Park.
Yeah, on like a little, day getaway type thing. Okay. I gotta say, I really had a good time with my boo boo.
Oh,
she saw how chocolate was made. She really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it as last time I was there was like I realized I was such a little kid. Everything seemed so much bigger, and I realized that I didn't ride none of those rides.
Really? Where was it?
I rode yesterday. Huh?
Where was it?
I went to Hershey Park, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
But when you first come in, they got a building where they show you like how they actually make Hershey's chocolate.
That's interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
They showed you like the cocoa seeds.
The special dog, the Reese's Pieces, the Kiss, there was a couple of other joints, you know what I'm saying? Yo, fam, I was gonna get your mom some Twizzlers yesterday, right?
My mom likes some Twizzlers.
They had the super-sized joints, right?
Uh-huh.
But I didn't know how your mom felt about strawberry cream inside the Twizzler.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. She'd have been like, yeah.
Yeah,
She'd have been like, yo, Khary. She'd have been like, Khary, you know what? Your friend B's got me some Twizzlers. It was very thoughtful, but he got me some Twizzlers with some shit inside of it, and I wasn't feeling it. So if you would like some Twizzlers with some shit inside of it, here you go.
She gonna send them all the way to Florida, huh?
Yo, but this is the thing that's crazy because I've got her Twizzlers for her birthday and all that type thing before. So she'd be like, yo, you know better.
Yeah, she definitely would have said you know better.
But I definitely enjoyed that yesterday with, going out with the wife, doing things.
That's what's up.
Yo, and I also had an awesome ass burger. Let me tell you about this
an awesome burger. A burger from where? A burger from where? So you're not Hershey, vegan. So you're not vegan.
No, I'm not vegan.
Okay. Cheryl in the chat said, yo, did you buy one of those giant Hershey bars?
Nah, I'm not giving them $40 for that shit. I'll get the regular size shit.
It was nice to see, though.
Wayne said, yo, Hershey Park is still open. Nice. I haven't been there since I was 12 years old.
You know what? What's the place in New York in what's the square?
Times Square?
Yeah, Times Square. What's the place in New York with the Hershey's place? They got big candy there too.
Oh, they got an M&M store now, and they have
cheers.
And they actually have a Hershey store.
Okay, I think I've been to the Hershey store in New York. I've never been to Pennsylvania though. I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, that's the home of Hershey.
Okay.
Let's see.
It all started there. A man had some cocoa beans and a dream.
Listen.
Let's see. I'm just looking up something real quick. So, you know what? My week was a little interesting too, actually. I got I got hit up the other day, and like 2 hours before the fucking time it was supposed to be there, it was there. Like they so I got hit up the other day, and this chick hit me up. She was like, "Yo, I know it's last minute. I know it's like 5 o'clock. Do you think you can be at this hotel at 7 to shoot a video?" You know? And I was like, yeah, why not? You know, she offered me some money to shoot a video. I said, cool. You know, I'm gonna go shoot this fucking video and shit like that. And so I asked her, I said, yo, send me a link to the video, to the song so I can hear it. You know what I'm saying? What's your idea? What's your thoughts for the video and shit like that? And she kind of told me, yo, check out Meek Mill and Nicki, All Eyes on Me, and Chris Brown and damn, I forget dude's name. I can't even think of his name off top. But I looked at the videos and shit. I was like, all right. But then she sent me the music. Right? She sent me the music. And I listened to it, and the music was very erotic. Very erotic, very erotic, you know? The one song was called Chris. It was about she was about like daydreaming of the best sex she's ever had. That was one song. The other song she had was called I Just Wanna Fuck.
That's my song.
Wanna fuck.
Hey.
I just wanna fuck.
Hey.
I just wanna fuck.
Can I get some?
Yeah, can I get some head?
Hey, can I get some head? Can I get some? That song was jamming, y'all.
Yeah, that shit was lit, right? But, so after I heard the song, I was like, all right, this video is gonna be a little sexually suggestive, right? Which it was. And yeah. So I shot a video this weekend, not this weekend, but this week, and it turned out to be like almost like softcore porn. You know, almost like softcore porn. You know, so I was doing a little bit of editing, and I'm like, yo, how am I gonna edit this to make it work for motherfucking Instagram and shit like that? So, yeah, that was my week. You know, it was a dope video, though. It's a dope song, and the video's gonna come out dope as fuck, and I'm gonna play it on this motherfucking stream. Well, maybe I don't own the copyright.
You gonna play it on your radio station?
Listen, y'all.
Nah, radio station, I don't know. I gotta own the copyrights or have copyrights waived for it to be on the radio station, you know. But yo, the shit was lit. You know what I'm saying? I asked Tati to actually come join me. I was like, yo, can you come be my assistant? Can you come help me with some shit, help hold some lights while I film and shit like that? So she got to see what I witnessed.
I enjoyed myself.
Did you now?
I did.
Did you now? Yo, let me tell you something.
Why you looking like that?
Let me tell you something real quick, yo. Let me tell you something. I don't want to hear women talk about men and how we're dogs or shit. Cause I tell you what. I'm about to update this motherfucking title. You know why? Because women are the worst.
What?
Women are the worst,
I'm
yo.
offended.
So me and this dude Al was just chilling, right? We were just chilling. There was this dude there, ex-football player, You know, he was the model for the video. He was the love interest for the video. You know, and now when I said this video was like softcore porn, you know what I'm saying? So at one point he was actually naked in there as they was doing, like they was filming some shit. They was doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even sure what they was looking at, or because they were taking pictures. They were taking pictures. And at the end of the night, dude left. You know what I'm saying? Dude left. There was one point with Tachi, addiction. They was laying on the bed. They was chilling, and they was looking at. I'm not sure whose phone y'all was looking at.
We weren't looking at him naked.
I'm not sure whose.
We were
phone.
not looking at him naked.
Y'all will. Okay, so you know what? If y'all wasn't looking at him naked, then that's even worse.
No. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yo, they was like, woo, zoom in. What's that? Yo, oh, ooh, yo, fam. I was like, yo, I know a lot of dog ass niggas, right? I know a lot of dog ass niggas, and them niggas was never that turned when they saw some shit they like.
Okay. Can I speak my piece now?
Niggas just be like, yo, she got a fat ass. You know what I'm saying?
Can I speak my piece?
Yo, one chick in there was like, yo, I just wanted to get fucked, you know? And she
Who said that? Who said that?
And she don't even really like dudes.
That's a lie.
No,
both of those statements are a lie. I know who you talking about. Both of those statements are a lie.
They saw the Dexter.
So now let me speak my piece.
Okay, speak your piece.
What we were looking at on the phone, what we were looking at on the phone, we were hyping her up in the pictures. We weren't looking at him naked. We were looking at the video parts where she was on the bed. That looked good. We hyped her up when she was at the beach, and they were sitting on there, and at the beach, and how good she looked. We weren't even hyping him up. We were hyping her up for how good her video came out.
Okay.
That's what we were doing. Now the penis.
Why you falling off
That
screen?
wasn't on camera, but I saw it. That wasn't on camera, but I saw it. It wasn't my fault. But I'm not throwing Cheryl. He throwing me under the bus, Cheryl.
I'm not throwing her under the bus.
Cause I would have told y'all what it looked like anyway.
I'm throwing women in general under the bus.
No, we were not doing all of that because of him. We were doing all of that. I would never do all of that over a dude. Let's start there. You would never see me like, oh my God. No, I don't dick ride like that. It's okay, he looked good and that's it, you know?
Okay.
But we were hyping her up like that because it was her video. She was excited. You know, apparently she had another photographer that didn't come and do what he was supposed to do, which is why they called you. And she was stressed out at first. And then the video came out dope as fuck. So we were hyping her up for how good she looked. You know, on the beach and in the bed, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, there was beach scenes. There was beach scenes.
I had a really good time, y'all. It was fun.
There was bar scenes.
It was sexually suggestive, definitely.
Yo,
but
Kimmy Cass said, yo, Khary, were you in heaven, Khary? No, you know what? I was very professional. You know?
That ain't what she asked you.
I was very professional.
That ain't what she asked you.
Was I in heven? No.
Answer the question.
You know you know when I'm in heaven? You know when I'm in heaven? I'm in heaven when I'm chilling with my lady. That's when I'm in heaven. That's when I'm in heaven.
Is that right?
Yeah,
look, y'all heard him. Nice save.
You know, that's when I'm in heaven. But
Nice
no,
save.
I was very professional.
That's how I was with the chocolate yesterday.
You know, I was very professional. You know, I'm not, even though y'all think I'm like this super sexual dude, even though this song being like a softcore porn video, they did call the right guy for the job.
Exactly, because he is a super sexual dude.
No, it's not that I'm. Wait, it's not the super sexual.
I wasn't sure where he was going with that.
It's not super sexual. It's the sensual part. I like passion. I like sensual shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just bust a nut. I want shit to be nice. You know what I'm saying? I want my shit to feel like it's like a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my shit to feel like it's a nice, romantic, softcore porn that you don't see the hardcore parts of.
You want to have softcore porn?
No. I said I want my shit to look romantic like softcore porn, but they don't see the hardcore portion. You know, because softcore porn definitely be looking like real sexy and romantic and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want my sex to look like softcore porn.
No, I'm talking about the passion. Yo, when motherfuckers is passionate, that should be like the best shit ever. That shit is the best.
When you connect with somebody like that,
when you connect and you're like super passionate, yo, that's the best shit ever, yo.
I'm knocking out after we done. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah. Passing out.
If you go to sleep, that means the sex was good.
Yes.
There's been so many times I'm not going to sleep. I remember one time I knocked out instantly. I'm knocked out. Now that excludes when you're drunk, because if I'm drunk as hell,
what happens?
Drunk sex is the best sex. Let's start there. Drunk and high sex, that's the best sex together. The mixture.
I like smoking weed before I have sex. I'm just gonna say.
I like to smoke and a drink if I want to be.
I like to smoke weed while I get head too. You know.
I like to fall asleep in the pussy.
Let me ask you something, B. You ever been like? You ever been like up super late, like you was up all day and like late night, your girl, it's like, yo, give me that dick. And you're like, all right. So you start the foreplay, you know what I'm saying? You give her head. You ever fall asleep giving head? You ever like doze off?
Fall asleep giving head?
You ever doze off?
How bad did that go?
What's that?
How bad did that go?
I'd have slapped the shit out of him. He would never touch me again.
How bad did that go?
Not fall asleep, but like...
You would have never given me head again.
Okay, so if you...
Did your nose falling into something? Like...
Now, okay, like if you
terrible.
If you was up 24 hours straight, you don't think you would fall asleep giving head?
You think that matter?
And you like...
24 hours straight, she may not get no head.
What's that?
I'm up 24 hours straight, she may not get no head. I'm just ready to plow the road.
And you gonna come real quick too.
Yeah.
Real quick and go to sleep.
That might be the best 3, maybe 4 minutes of her life. But,
I don't know about of her life, but it would have been a good 3 or 4 minutes.
Listen. It's gonna be about 4 positions. 1 a minute.
1 a minute?
1 a minute.
That's terrible.
Switch it up. Turn around. Bam, 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 bam. Turn around.
Listen.
Word up.
You fall asleep in my coochie, you ain't coming back. Kicked out for good.
Listen.
Don't fall. That's disrespectful. You want somebody to fall asleep while they're giving you head?
You ever fall asleep while getting head?
Wait. You said fall asleep in the pussy, because fall asleep and fall asleep in her head is 2 different things. Now, fall asleep in the pussy is like, yo, you going.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah,
that's different. I can understand
I would never fall asleep inside some pussy.
No, I can understand that, and I wouldn't be mad at that. But if you fall asleep giving me head, if I gotta keep waking you up like, nigga, I ain't coming yet.
If you're not pulling out ample times, and you go for like 2, 3, maybe even 4, the fourth one may catch you, just may pass out, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had chicks pass out while pounding it.
I never had a chick pass out while pounding it. You know?
Yo, fam, dead snored on me, my nigga. After like 45 minutes, a good hour, you know.
Hello.
Okay, there you go.
Hello.
You know what? Hello. Okay. I hear you.
Khary just turned the fucking mic off on me, y'all.
Oh, I can hear you though.
You hear me?
I hear you.
Don't fall asleep in the picture. You can't hear me. Can you hear me?
Nah, I can't hear you. We went there. You was good for a second. I don't know what happened.
Now we can hear you.
If
Testing. Tati back.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, we hear you. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing.
Hello.
You good. Hey, yo, that looks crazy.
I'm double fisting.
That looks crazy.
Y'all stop playing with me. I done took a shot now.
I tell you what though, I am looking to getting some double toppy one day. I want to get double toppy one day. That just reminded me of that.
Double toppy?
Double toppy.
That's what y'all call
Yes,
it?
that's awesome.
I would like to get
awesome.
one day.
That's what y'all call it?
That's what we call it? That's what it's called.
Double toppy. I ain't never heard no shit like
You've
that.
never heard of double toppy?
I've heard of
That's
two
awesome.
women giving head at the same time, but not double toppy.
And that is double toppy.
I know
double
what it
toppy.
is. I just said I ain't never heard it called that before.
Okay, new slang for you.
Yeah. Nah, you got your mic right? I can definitely hear it.
Let me find out.
Find out what? Find out what?
Let me find out.
Find out what?
We'll talk.
I got bamboozled too. Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I think I'm having hella technical.
Some technical difficulties. Some technical difficult. I can't even fucking speak and shit.
They talk about you, Bees.
What they saying?
What?
Bees is crazy. Fall asleep in the pussy. I mean, they didn't say that. Fall asleep in it. Bees said, what was going on?
Okay, yo, you good now?
I was trying to beatbox, y'all. I ain't know it looked like that.
Nah, I don't think I won't fall asleep while I'm pounding. I won't fall asleep while pounding. I definitely would not do that. That's
Man,
I could understand that.
it can happen.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah.
So wait. So it's acceptable for a nigga to fall asleep while bang banging, where his whole body is.
It's not acceptable, but it's understood.
It's understood that he could fall asleep while his whole body is in motion. But it's not understandable that he can fall asleep while only his tongue and lips are being moved.
Yeah,
used?
that's disrespectful.
Listen, reason being, when that happens, bro, it's not when you fall asleep in the pussy, it's not you like in for a 20-minute session, like you had a 20-minute session. Nah, like you put in overtime. You got that NBA at the you got that Patrick Ewing at the fourth quarter.
It is Freaky
with 2
Friday.
seconds to go at the foul line, sweat going on. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is, yo.
Oh man.
And then you know what I'm saying? You shoot the club up like the 4th time.
Oh
And then-
no, y'all.
Shoot
Don't
the
do
club
that.
up. Shoot the club up.
No,
You
no
shooting
shooting the
clubs
club
up,
up.
Bees? You shooting clubs up? Damn, nigga. You's a
I only
lucky.
shoot at one club.
You's a lucky nigga.
Don't
I only
shoot no
shoot at
clubs.
one club.
You's a lucky
Only shoot
nigga.
at one club.
You know, you're in a really committed relationship with a lot of birth control going on. I'm
No,
just
it's crazy. Even if I was in a committed relationship, fuck no. No,
You gotta know ovulation.
no, fuck that. Fuck that.
No, actually, ovulation is a thing. So, okay,
It is a thing.
all right. So, if you're gonna shoot up the club, you're gonna want to shoot up the club right after she got off her period, you know, and going through some shit. Because when the period is about to come, that's when the eggs are actually falling through the fallopian tube.
No,
No, it's
sometimes
before.
Some women ovulate before their period, like right before their period.
Yeah, some people ovulate.
That's why I said
before,
right when the
some
period
after.
goes off.
No, some people ovulate before their
it
period.
drops. Before it drops.
So that whole egg thing you talking about, sometimes that happens before the period.
Yeah.
Right. But
And
I'm saying,
that's why some
You would
women
not
get
want to
their
do that
period.
right after she gets off her period.
why not?
Yeah,
Because she's
some
going to
women
get pregnant.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
You know how pregnancy works?
Yes, I know why. I know how pregnancy works.
Okay, so she's gonna get pregnant after her period is off. She just went through the whole menstrual. She's
Right.
already shedded
that's when they got rid of the old eggs, and it's
No.
getting ready to drop the new eggs.
No.
Or am I misinformed with how periods work?
Misinformed.
So you telling me that my education is incorrect?
Misinformed.
The eggs drop when?
Misinformed. It's not incorrect. It's misinformed.
We're not saying so. Okay, so what we're saying is that you're saying that after the period, we're saying that sometimes women can ovulate before their period too, but not all women ovulate after the period.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm talking about shooting the club up to not get pregnant.
That's what we're talking about.
Okay, so now if they just got rid of the eggs that were unused, the new eggs haven't dropped yet, or am I confused? The period gets rid of the eggs. It gets rid of the unused eggs. Am I correct?
No.
No?
It doesn't get rid of the unused egg. Let's go ahead and use Google
the
here.
Eggs are there all the time, bro.
Let's go ahead. Yeah, we always got eggs. You don't
cleaning the body.
Right. But the
it's not. So I think you think that when the period comes, it means all the eggs we're not using goes. We still have eggs. It just sheds one. It don't shed a bunch of them. It just sheds one. That's all.
Tell you what, I didn't pay attention to a lot in school, but I definitely paid attention when they talked about pussy.
All right, you want to argue with me who has a vagina? Go ahead. Teach me something, Khary.
So
where is the letter? Teach me something, Khary, about my coochie.
From what I understood from school, what they taught me is the period happens to flush out the body of the unfertilized eggs. So that's the reason the body has the period, to push those eggs out that haven't been fertilized out. The body has a lot of eggs. The body drops a specific amount of eggs during the period cycle. During the ovulation cycle, the body drops eggs that can be fertilized. 1, maybe 2, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember exactly. I think it's just one egg maybe, or there might be a couple, but I don't know. But that's when the ovulation period is when the body drops the eggs to be fertilized. The period is when the body cleanses the body of the unfertilized eggs. That's my understanding of what the period is for.
And we're not saying you're wrong.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So that's why in my head, the best time to shoot up the club and not have a pregnancy is after the period, when the body cleansed out the unfertilized eggs and has not yet dropped the new eggs to be fertilized.
And I'm going to tell you why that's not too smart, because it's not guaranteed that she won't get pregnant. People still get.
Yeah, I didn't say it was guaranteed. I'll tell you, I don't know exactly when the guaranteed time is, if there is a guaranteed time, but I would think that's the best time period.
So I remember having to, so before I had my daughter, I remember having to take ovulation pills because my body would not ovulate by itself with PCOS.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember having to take the pills, wait until take an ovulation test, make sure I'm ovulating, and have sex during that week for me to get pregnant.
Right, while you're ovulating, that's the best time to have sex to get pregnant. Yes.
So I had an open window between that ovulation week and the next week where we had to have sex. That was my most fertile week. That's why I said it's not guaranteed, and not all women. I wouldn't even trust that type of shit. I don't even know why men do that type of shit, but I wouldn't trust that at all.
But ovulation and period usually don't occur at the same time. Am I correct or incorrect?
Correct. So for some people, they ovulate before their period. Some people ovulate after their period. But what I'm saying, again, people's bodies are different. For me, my most fertile, and it wasn't even, my most fertile time was, I don't even remember, honestly. I don't remember. I just remember I had to take a test, make sure I was ovulating, and then have sex that whole week and the week afterwards to get pregnant. But long story short, y'all, do not just be shooting the club up off that ovulation shit. Don't listen to Khary, y'all. Don't listen to Khary.
Let's see. Hey.
Eggs are still there, like they're saying in the chat. Eggs are still there. You're not shedding all of your eggs. It's the most times it's just one.
It's not guaranteed it's going to push everything out.
No. That a period during that time, it's shedding maybe one egg. It's not shedding all of them or a lot of them. It's just one. It's not all the unused eggs. You're going to forever have eggs.
Oh, no.
Not forever, but
I took it as it's cleaning out all the eggs that's like, if I'm not like stuck in the fallopian tubes or anything like that and shit. I'm just thinking of remembering terms they taught me in school, you know?
Let's move on.
You know? Yes, but yes, let's move on. Let's move on. You know, I'm just saying, I just remember, I didn't pay attention a lot in school, but when it came to sex education, I paid attention because it had the word sex in the title.
Of course.
You know? All right, let's see. All right, so Kanye's new album Donda doesn't drop. I was looking forward to hearing it today. I was looking forward to listening to it, and there was nothing for me to hear this morning when I woke up. This afternoon when I refreshed, and this evening when I refreshed again, there was nothing. I was looking forward to something, even though I didn't really listen to Kanye's last album because he said, I'm a gospel rapper now. And I've heard gospel rappers and I didn't really like them. You know, I was like, how niggas is
Why
gonna
not?
be? Because, okay, when I hear gospel rapper, I just hear niggas that's just like finding ways to rhyme verses in the Bible. You know,
I used to like gospel rap when I was in church.
A couple of them that's out there that's like dead nice. There's a Spanish kid. I forgot the Spanish kid's name. It's a gospel rapper. He's like dead nice.
Now there's a mainstream rapper. I forget his name, but he's actually like a gospel rapper. You don't realize it until you realize, yo, he's a gospel rapper. Now that I'm listening to his shit, a lot of gospel in the shit. Let me. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Yeah, I had a. Go ahead, Beast.
Hip hop history lesson.
Lecrae. His name is Lecrae.
Hip hop history lesson. Run DMC was the first gospel hip hop group.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
No, they had a song that was called "Down with the Kings." You know,
that's when they converted to gospel. That whole album is a gospel rap album, bro.
Right. But that song is called "Down with the Kings." You wanna be down with the Kings. You wanna be down with the Kings. You know, for them is gospel. For us, when they say the Kings, we're thinking of them. You know, we're thinking of them as the Kings. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they would. I mean, I understand.
It's not, but the song is not the Kings. The song is "You Want to Be Down with the King."
Yeah, "Down with the Kings" is the name of the song. You know, but
no,
he's saying king, not plural. Kings,
king, not kings.
So he means king means God.
No, the song is "Down with the Kings." If let me see.
So what was the name of the album?
Now. Okay, it is "Down with the King," singular. You know,
what was the name of the album?
I think the name of the album might have been "Down with the King."
So that whole album was a gospel album?
Down with the King, the album. Yeah.
The whole thing was a gospel album?
Let's see. Produced by Pete Rock, Q-Tip, EPMD, showcasing evolving, boasting style, blah, 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 blah. That song, I know that song in particular for them was a gospel song. But we didn't realize it until they told us, because when they said "Down with the King," we just figured Run DMC was talking about themselves because they are like the king of rap. You know what I'm saying? They was like they really set this shit off for the worldwide audience. You know, before Run DMC, it wasn't like some worldwide shit. Run DMC is what, like, okay, before Run DMC got on the map like that, rappers was like Africa Bambaataa and shit, and niggas had on like niggas was like real gimmicky, you know. Run DMC was just like, yo, we just gonna wear what we wear every day. You know what I'm saying? and because of that, prior to that, rappers felt like, yo, if we're gonna be like famous, if we're gonna be stars, we gotta look like rock and roll stars. We gotta come up with some wild ass motherfucking outfits and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull up a picture of Africa. I probably shouldn't pull up Africa Bambaataa.
Y'all, I am so sorry. My friend keeps calling me. My friend keeps calling me. She just got engaged, y'all.
Your friend just got engaged?
Yeah, that's why my camera keeps going off. She keeps FaceTiming me. She just got engaged, y'all. This has been a long time coming, and I am so proud of my friend.
Goddamn, Michael Blackson, now your homegirl?
Which friend is this? Is this
the one that's been waiting to get married?
Oh, so she's super excited.
Shout out to my friend Kia.
Shout out to
so
Tati's
excited
friend,
for you,
Kia.
babe. My friend, a motherfucking wife out here. Stop playing with her.
All right,
no drama.
For a picture.
Look, no drama. Bitch, I'm a mother. No drama.
Why can't I find any good pictures of the fucking Soul Sonic Force, yo?
What is that?
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Yo, Tati said, what is that?
Listen, hold on. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Khary, you remember The Secret?
The Secret?
The Secret?
What secret?
I can say it now. She engaged. So
okay, yeah.
She just texted me. She said, "Bitch, your slick ass."
So he told her.
Yeah. She said, "Bitch, your slick ass."
We go jump back to that. Let's jump back to this other shit real quick. Soul Sonic Force. This is what the Soul Sonic Force was like. You know what I'm saying? This was one of the early hip hop groups. You know what I'm saying? If you was a rapper back in this time, you really felt you had to have
Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel.
A gimmick. Yeah, Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel. You know what I'm saying? So this is the type of shit niggas was wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But this is what rappers thought they had to do to be rock stars and superstars.
I like that.
Shit,
Can we go back to that? Can we do that?
No.
Niggas is painting their nails and shit. We can't go back to that?
No. So
that picture looks good to me. Let me wait.
Grandmaster Flash.
Maybe it wasn't zoomed in enough or something.
Melly Mel. Let me look up Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel pictures from back.
They used to wear like that weird fur shit.
Maybe I couldn't see the picture too clear.
No, I don't want mute. I'm gonna mute that. Okay, mute it. I just want to mute that. All right, now let me. I don't like how these niggas was giving each other high fives in the back, yo. Why they giving each other high fives like that?
Damn, look how they was dressed though.
Oh yeah, that's a little. Okay. Wait. So I know what era this was.
This was when.
This was when. You know, these dudes now, they talk shit about the rappers painting their nails and wearing skirts and shit, but they was doing the same shit back then and called themselves rock stars. I know what y'all talking about. Yeah, all right.
Yo, Wayne Mills in the chat said, yo, right? Wardrobes and all. Niggas had wardrobes, yo.
That's crazy.
Niggas had wardrobes. You know what I'm saying? So when we Run DMC was like, we ain't fucking with the wardrobes. We just wearing out everyday shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Grandmaster Jay came to Run's house one day dressed like that, and that's the look they went with.
Yeah. You know? But let's jump back to Kanye. We was talking about Run DMC because they was like one of the first. Bees mentioned they was one of the first gospel groups, and Kanye's doing gospel now. This album's supposed to be gospel, which did not drop. I heard there's a Jay-Z feature on there, which I'm curious to hear. I'm mad the album did not drop today. Do y'all think the album would have been fire or not?
I know it was fire.
It was gonna be fire, yo. There's no Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian was at a listening party that was sold out.
That don't mean he wanted her there.
You know, his listening party was sold out. He didn't perform. He didn't say anything during his whole listening party. Right? He had a wordless appearance in Atlanta. They was charging $40 to $100 a ticket.
Did you see the food prices?
The food prices was ridiculous. I did see that picture. Somebody posted a picture
for some chicken
of
nuggets.
Yo, $40.
I mean, chicken strips.
Yo, the shit started at like $40 for like a platter of potato chips, nigga. Potato chips and candy for like $40. They had
hot
like
dogs and shit.
Yo, the cheapest shit on there was like $40, nigga, on the menu.
Yo.
And the tickets was between $40 and $100. You know, there was a crowd of about 42,000 people to listen to the album release of Donda. They played it over the live speakers.
70 plus, y'all.
You saw 70 plus?
He sold out 70 plus seats. I mean 70,000.
Yo,
listen. You want to hear something crazy?
What's that?
I saw on the net that there's a motherfucker out there selling bags of air from the party for $3,000.
Listen.
Air from the party?
I believe it because guess what?
Yeah,
we were watching the 2 Chainz video the other day on YouTube. You know, he got his series where he just tried like expensive ass random shit.
Go ahead. What you just doing, Bees?
What you mean?
I don't know, but whenever you do stuff like that, make sure you do it on camera because you look like you was lighting up a crack pipe or some shit like that.
Oh, nah, hell no. We ain't smoking no fucking
Nah, because you was off camera like this. You was like,
oh, that's my Silver Surfer cup. I'm drinking. Look,
How we just jump straight to crack?
Yeah, do it on camera. Because I was like, yo, what the fuck is Bees doing? That nigga that turned to the side, like went off camera to light some shit up and shit. I don't know what's going on, yeah.
Nigga, don't pookie me, man.
Yeah, like how we just go straight to crack?
No, that's the only visual I've seen of people actually doing drugs was doing crack. You know? All right, but back to Kanye. He didn't drop an album. He had the album ready to drop, but he didn't drop it. You know? I was looking forward to it. And the last album I really fucked with okay, you know what? Kanye does have two of my most favorite albums in the world.
Which one?
College Dropout is one.
That's the one with Through the Wire, right?
Yeah, that's one. His first one. But My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is probably in my top 5 favorite albums. You know? So, okay, do y'all have a top 5 favorite albums? Either y'all?
Me?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for me, but I mean, it basically goes for all the albums that if I could listen to your shit all the way through,
okay,
it basically goes.
Y'all want to hear my top 5 in no specific order? My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, right?
That's who? Name the artist.
That's Kanye. Okay. Number one on my list is Snoop, Doggy Style.
Okay.
I think that might be the best album ever, in my opinion. That's one album. I just feel like that likes
all the way through.
Yeah, you know. 2 is Illmatic. You know. 3 is Ready to Die. You know. 4 is Kanye, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. You know what 5 is?
What?
A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my top 5 favorite albums.
For me?
You know what's in my top 20 though? We're going to talk about him a little later. Royce the 5'9". Royce the 5'9". Book of Ryan. That album, there's a song in that album called Cocaine.
Yo,
right?
All I have to say is thank you for putting me on to the album.
Yo, the song Cocaine is like the first song that I ever listened to that actually made me cry, yo. Like, I remember hearing that song for the first time. You know, I was never really a Royce the 5'9" fan, but that album came out one day, and I said, you know, let me check out this Royce the 5'9" album. I drove to the store to go get me some blunts to roll some weed. I'm listening to the album, right? the song Cocaine comes on as I'm driving home. I just picked up my blunts. The song is the song is talking about how his dad was on cocaine and like things that happened in his life as his pops was doing cocaine and shit like that. And as I was driving home, that song really made me think about my pops. You know what I'm saying? Because he had some issues with cocaine and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of made me reflect and think about my childhood and my youth, and my pops had passed away and shit like that. And that song really made me think about my dad, yo, and seeing how he kicked his addiction and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Bees, was you there when I threw a party down in the center? Remember when Roger had the center downstairs? The shit, the yak shit, stop the violence shit. Yeah. I threw a party there one evening. Right, I had my turntables, my bootleg turntables. Right, I made some flyers. It was called The Jam. This was like in the 90s, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Jam, I helped you bring the fucking equipment downstairs. What the hell you talking about?
Yeah, you was there. Yeah. But you know what?
This is when I had the transformer.
Now, do you remember when my moms came and got me? We was about 12, 13. I was like 12, 13 at the time. You know what I'm saying? I was promoting parties in my hood and shit like that. I invited some chicks from my school. I was like in 6th grade. They actually slid through and shit too. I was like, oh shit. But I didn't see them. I was doing some other shit. I had to dip out for a minute doing some other shit. They slid through. We was like 12, 13. So they actually kind of slid through on the low. Their parents didn't know they was out and shit like that. They was like, all right, we're going to go over the 5 real quick. They lived in 2, a different block of ours. But, yeah, they came through. But do you remember when my moms came and pulled me out? She was like, yo, come on, nigga, you got to go. Well, the reason we had to go was because I had to get up really early the next day to drive upstate to go see my pops, you know? My pops was in rehab at the time, you know? My pops was in rehab for a minute. You know, I don't know the exact amount of time he was in rehab. But my mom was like, yeah, your dad's on vacation. He's out in Dominican Republic doing some shit, you know? So for a minute, I thought I was Dominican for a little while because of that, you know? I was like, why my dad going to DR? You know what I'm saying? I must be Dominican, you know? I knew we was Spanish. I knew my grandparents spoke Spanish. I assumed, okay, he's going to DR. We must be Dominican, you know? But my pops was Cuban, you know? He has been to DR. I'm not going to ask any questions on what was going on in DR, you know what I'm saying? But he got pictures of himself horseback riding out there. But that night, I actually had to go. The next day, we actually went upstate to see my pops in rehab and shit like that. You know, that's right. And that's when my mom actually was like, "Okay, you old enough to understand. Your pops ain't out the country. That nigga's in rehab, nigga. You know what I'm saying?" Like she told me, like she was like, "All right, this is why I'm pulling you out of this party. That this is your first time DJing a party, you know, but I'm pulling you out because we got to go somewhere tomorrow." I'm like, fuck, why you ain't tell me this ahead of time? I would have adjusted my calendar. You know what I'm saying? But that's when I found out my pops had issues with drugs and shit like that. And that's one of the things that popped in my mind listening to that Royce the 5'9" song that kind of like brought me back and like just thinking about that shit and all of that shit. And that was the first hip hop song that actually made me cry. And that wasn't until I was in my 30s. You know what I'm saying? That I cried from music. Music never made me cry before that, you know? And that's why Royce the 5'9" quickly jumped into one of my favorite rappers, you know?
Okay.
I should have told that story a little later because we're going to be talking about him, but oh well.
Yeah. My top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to say Me Against the World.
It's just me against the world, baby. Tupac. That's Tupac. That's with the number 2, Tupac. Not a TU.
Capital Punishment.
Big pun. Okay.
Into the Wu-Tang.
Into the Wu-Tang. Ooh, ooh, John, I'm gonna give it to you. With no liver. It's like cocaine straight from Bolivia.
Along with you, Midnight Marauders.
Midnight Marauders, yeah. We used to rock. We used to rock that shit hard back in the days, yo.
And Outkast. Southern
Playalistic Cadillac, funky.
Yes.
Yeah. It's that Southern Playalistic Cadillac, funky music. You actually put me onto that shit, Bees.
Yo, fam. That was just music. Like Outkast is like a different type of group, and that. Like
I tell you what though, Bees. Okay, when I was listening to that album, I was smoking weed. That was like when I first started smoking weed around that time, right? And I still smoke. I don't feel like I get high like I used to get high when I was a kid. You know? And the reason why I say that is because I don't hear music the same. I guess my tolerance built up to the point where I don't get high the same, you know? But I remember listening to those albums high as hell on some like regular shit back in the days, you know what I'm saying? And them shits used to zone me out, yo. Like that hook. Even though I can be totally sober listening to that Outkast Southern Playalistic Cadillac funky music, and that's the name of the song, you know? And there's that part where she'd be like, I want to get you high. And just hearing that can put me back in that zone of how I remember hearing it for the first time and being just like in that zone. And I'm just like, yo, this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I remember being young, smoking, and one of my homeboys at the time, he's not my homeboy now. I won't mention his name, but you know who I'm talking about, Bees. He's not really our friend anymore. But he was at my crib one day, and we were listening to some music. We just got finished smoking and shit. We was high as fuck, right? And we were listening to some Das Effects. You know what I'm saying? We listened to some Das Effects, that Back in Effect shit. You know what I'm saying? The beat on that shit is hard, yo. We were listening to that Back in Effect, Das Effects.
Yo, all three beats on that shit is hard.
Yeah. And he was like the first person that I was like, yo, do you hear that sound? And it was like, because like, yo, when I would get high, I would hear like every sound in the beat individually, you know? And he was like the first person that was like, yo, I hear the exact sound you're talking about. He was the only person that like really heard the meticulous shit. Either he heard the meticulous shit or just agreed with me and act like he heard it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was in my crib. I don't know. You know?
I can't.
But that's but
that might agree with me because he was just in my crib. I can't.
Yeah. You know, now that I know what I know about him, I can't really say whether that he really heard it or he was just acting like he heard it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah. All right, but yo, back to Kanye. I was really ready to hear this album. I was like, I'm gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna listen to it. He got some good features on it from the track listing I saw. He had Pusha T on it. He had a bunch of niggas on it. I was really looking forward to hearing it. Tati even said to me, yo, Khary, if we're gonna talk about this on the stream, you better not listen to that motherfucking album without me. I said, yo, I won't listen to it
and
without
he planned to, because y'all heard him say.
No.
Y'all heard him say this morning.
I checked.
I had to check his ass this morning, y'all.
I checked, you know? And then I looked it up. I was like, yo, Spotify and Donda. And it was like, Spotify doesn't have Donda just yet. So I thought it was
He was going to listen to it without me.
So I thought it was only Spotify. I was not going to listen to it without you. And that's why I asked you later on in the day. I was like, yo, you got Apple Music, right? I was like, is Donda there? She was like, Donda ain't nowhere. I was like, fuck. So she was just as anxious as I was to listen to Donda.
I was looking. I done Googled. I done went on Apple. I went on Spotify. I went on Instagram. I was like, yo, he done tricked us. He done tricked us. He chose his group of people he wanted to hear.
You know what? I'm gonna do a Google search real quick.
So I think he dropped those boots today, though.
He dropped, what is it?
The Yeezy boots.
He dropped boots.
I know them things probably look sexy. I think I seen them already. Let me see.
What?
Let me see if these the same shoes I'm thinking about.
I'm sorry.
The latest news from Kanye West Donda is menu for Kanye West Donda party goes viral. Yeah.
I've seen something about the 1020 Yeezy boots.
Oh man.
Let me see.
Okay, so this is how much honey Tennessee bourbon I got from the other day, by the way. I got left. I took a bunch of shots tonight. I'm not sure if I should finish this bottle or not. Should I finish it? Yes or no? Tell me so. Chat, I'm waiting.
Yeah, you're a grown man. Pour your own trouble. You know the rules. You're a grown man. Pour your own trouble.
I'm sorry.
No. I ain't even know what happened just now until after it happened. I'm like,
oh shit, that's funny as fuck, yeah. All right, never mind.
Look at Bees. Bees don't know what's going on.
But if just so y'all know, Tati's in Miami according to her background.
I'm in Miami, y'all. I told Khary, I said, I want to be in Miami tonight. Take me there. And then he threw a bottle of honey at me. Hit me in my damn spine. Y'all didn't see that just now?
Wow.
Yo.
You okay?
Oh, man.
I don't know. I think I may be entitled to compensation.
I tossed my bottle over there so I don't drink too much.
I think I should be entitled to compensation.
I didn't want to take all the shots by myself. Oh man, sure said I should man up and finish that shit. You know what?
It's okay, Sean. I'm a man up and finish it for him. It's cool.
You know what? I would man up and finish it, but I haven't even finished my motherfucking steak tacos from earlier.
Is this the shoe you're talking about, B?
Nah, that's like the slipper.
Yo, them shit is ridiculous looking, yo.
Okay, so these shoes, they look really ridiculous when you see them like this. I saw the white ones. I saw somebody wearing the white ones, and they look good on them.
They look ridiculous.
But I've seen someone else wear them. It was like, oh, that looks stupid. So I think maybe it's like it's a fashion thing, you know? Either you got it or you don't. Some people ain't got the sauce.
It ain't my fashion. So.
Yeah. Give me some shoelaces video there.
I wouldn't wear them. I wouldn't wear them. My feet too long for that.
So I have a corporate job, right? Before the COVID shit, I would be in the office on occasion, you know? But I would go to the office and shit just dressed like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck what? We gotta do what today? If we did have to dress up, I would be extra fresh, nigga. You know what I'm saying? My tie's gonna be tied extra. You know what I'm saying? My shit's gonna be like, yo, Khary, yo, you always got some style, brother. You know what I'm saying? But I would wear like some shoes like these to the job, right? Some shit with yellow and red. You know what I'm saying? If my shoes got yellow and red, guess what? There's some yellow and red somewhere else on my body, you know? But I would go to the job. White people would be like, yo, see, only black guys like you can do stuff like this. I would just look like a crazy white guy wearing some yellow sneakers.
Yo, people always, white guys always
that was said to me
like
before,
that.
Yo. That was said to me before.
When we were,
they just don't know what to say to you.
They don't.
At the fucking job, like just keep it cordial. Hello, how you doing? Keep it fucking moving, yeah.
When we were at the video shoot, one of the white dudes in the pool, while y'all were shooting.
Mm-hmm.
He came over to us and was like, yo. He didn't say, yo, I'm sorry, y'all. That's me. He said,
excuse me.
He said, wow, that is the biggest chain I've ever seen. If I had a chain like that, I wouldn't be with my wife. You guys look really good.
He looks
nice. He was saying some crazy, but you know what Al did?
What's that?
Al networked with him and got his number.
Mm-hmm.
That man, he said he did some type of business. I can't remember. Networked and got his number. Fake the phone. Yeah. So go ahead and just have that fake ass conversation.
The dude that was a model, he was actually a ex NFL player.
Yeah, he's a retired football player. You know,
he actually played for the Giants, bees. At one point, he played for a few teams. The I think Denver, the Giants.
What's his name?
Dominique something Cortria.
Antonio.
No, DRC is his initials. He had a chain that had DRC on it, which was one of his big chains.
I thought he told me his name was like Antonio.
Like? He was like a cornerback or a safety. He was like a safety or something like that for the Giants.
You're right.
And that's because I'm a Giants fan, you know?
I think I might have met that dude, yo. Because if it's who I'm thinking of this, he came to a party and I was working at the Fountainhead.
DRC, Dominique Rogers Cromotari. You know what I'm saying? He played for the Giants. You know what I mean? He was like he was a cornerback. Yeah, he got a bid. Yeah.
I think I'm.
You know, but he got like NFL checks and shit like that. So he had like big ass chains and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He had rapper jewelry.
He had rapper dreams, huh?
He had rapper jewelry.
He had rapper jewelry.
He had rapper jewelry. You know what I'm saying?
That white dude was impressed. I was like, damn, do you want his number? Like, he's like, y'all look good. This video looks good.
He was doing our thing, you know what I'm saying? The video came out, I think, okay, the video is gonna come out dope as fuck. You know why? Because I filmed and I'm gonna edit that bitch too. But let's keep it more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to Kanye's album coming out at some point. It's already a year after schedule, so when it does drop, I'm definitely gonna check it out. And I'm gonna make sure I don't listen to it without Tati, otherwise she's gonna put me in a fucking headlock or something like that. You know?
And you know I will.
All right. Next question. The question. Should men get waxed? I've asked women this question. I've asked a few women this question, and they've all told me the same thing. Do whatever you want. I've never heard a definitive answer. You know what I'm saying?
Why not? You talked to me about it. I said, yes, I think so.
You said, you think men should be waxed?
Yeah. I want to wax a man. I need a male model, y'all.
Okay. All right. Now, when I say waxed, I don't mean just a man being waxed. Maybe I should just rephrase the question to, should a man's genitalia be bald or have some hair?
Oh, okay, that's a whole different question, Khary.
Yes,
that's a completely different question.
Okay, that is
I clean the runway.
Yeah, I've seen some bald. I've seen some hairy.
Nothing wrong with that. You gotta clear the runway every now and then.
Right here. Should men be bald or have hair on genitals?
Any man should have to clear you gotta clear the runway every now and then. You gotta bring some new hair there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I know it's already hair there.
Some new hair.
You do all that, but you gotta bring some new hair there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start a whole new crop sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, update the title.
Gardens all the time.
Let me bring it back real quick, Bees. Should men clear the runway? B says yes, they should. Tati, yes or no?
Okay.
Now
I've seen bald.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have an issue with it. I've seen hairy. I've seen medium. Didn't have an issue with it. But sometimes after seeing maybe after dealing with somebody that had hair down there, dealing with somebody that's completely bald is a little weird. Looks a little weird. It's like a little lollipop or something. It looks a little weird.
Remind me to clip that.
But it looks like a little lollipop. But sometimes I don't know. I guess it depends on the person. I guess. What does it look like?
Okay,
that's what I'm gonna go by.
Okay.
If it's cute, it can do whatever it wants.
I tried it in the past, right? And one of my exes was like, "Yo, don't do that shit no more." I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Kind of like feeling the hair on my clit, you know?" And I was like, "That's a little different."
Yeah, that's different.
I didn't think that would be the reason, but
that's different.
Look, you see, I'm not. You really might not be able to see in the camera, but I got good hair. I don't got nappy hair like that cut you and shit.
Khary, ain't no such thing as good hair. We didn't already.
My shit's like a motherfucking like a feather duster.
That's fucking gross.
My shit just kind of like. It's like
that's gross. That is gross. That's gross. And there's no such thing as good hair, Khary. We as a culture has already talked about. We've already came to a consensus.
No, there's actually
good hair does not exist.
There's a whole documentary about good hair.
Fuck them. As a culture, we done decided that good hair does not exist. Everybody has good hair. Right.
I'm telling you, listen, you gotta trim it up. I'm not saying you gotta always like shave the whole thing, but sometimes you gotta trim it up, make it, look presentable.
Some of them ain't presentable. It don't matter if you got hair, if you ain't got hair. You appreciate the pretty ones though.
Wayne and Jazz says it depends, Joe. If you have a forest, but I think not all bald. Trim for me.
Listen, it depends on what it look like. It depends.
It depends on what.
Now, if it got a turtleneck with or without hair, it ain't cute. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I tell you,
if we gotta hit one of these, if we gotta hit one of these to get back to it,
shit,
that ain't it.
I don't want no Florida Evans looking joint with like the big, big old fro, like the old school,
Florida Evans? Oh, yo. Oh, shit. This is the worst topic to make this little slight segue to. But my ex is a hairstylist. My kid's mother, she's a hairstylist. My daughter went to her mother the other day and got her hair did, or got her hair made natural. My daughter be wearing wigs, yo. But now my daughter, my daughter,
her business.
Okay, no, she hasn't got home yet, has she? She was supposed to get off at 8:30. Where the fuck is she?
She definitely just walked in here about 30 minutes ago.
Okay, so all right, well. Because you said Florida Evans, she got like a little natural. And it kind of made that's what her hair reminded me of today. Kind of like a Florida Evans type shit, yo.
If you don't stop.
Well, it looks
You
nice.
think she watched the show?
It looks nice on her. No, she doesn't watch the show.
You don't think she watched the show?
My daughter doesn't watch TV unless it's anime.
This ain't TV, this YouTube.
She don't watch YouTube unless it's anime. She won't watch this unless I make this a clip on YouTube.
That's terrible. Stop talking about her.
I love my
Talking
daughter.
about she wearing listen, that's her business.
Yo, it looks. I'm gonna take a picture of her and post it on my story later on. Just because of that.
My kids follow me on Instagram and don't like not a picture.
My kids choose what they like. Though I know my son looks at most of my stories, so I'll be like, damn, should I post this or nah? Should I post this or nah? Should I post this or nah?
Is that a thing? People follow their kids on social media?
I follow my kids on social media.
My parents don't have social media.
But you know what? My kids probably have alternate accounts that I don't follow, that I don't know about yet, But I do be posting, I be questioning the shit I be posting on my motherfucking Instagram stories and shit like that. Like the other day I posted some shit that I stole off of somebody's page, But it was like, yo, what did it say? It said, it said something about like, yo, them women that be talking about they super single, there's somebody fucking their eyelashes off,
I saw that shit.
Yeah. I was like, should I post this or nah? I find it really funny and
I
amusing.
saw that shit like 15 times on my damn Facebook. Like half of us ain't even wearing eyelashes, okay? Mind y'all
because they
business.
fell off.
Mind y'all's business.
Not the.
Ain't smashing my damn eyelashes off.
During the eyelashes confuse me sometimes.
Is he paying for them too?
Eyelashes confuse me, because during the shoot the other day, like I'm used to the eyelashes on the top. I'm not used to the eyelashes on the bottom.
You never seen bottom lashes?
Not often.
I love bottom lashes.
Bottom lashes throw me off because they're not as lashy as the top.
So okay, so
the top is like this. The top be like this, like ready to poke you in the eye, and the bottom just be like, yeah, this just the three of us, just the three of us. Ooh, we can make it.
Listen, bottom lashes are cute as fuck, and they're for like a more dramatic look. Unless somebody is going and getting all of the lashes, like the mink lashes at the bottom. Mm-hmm. You do it if like you have like a more dramatic look. Like if you taking pictures, if you maybe doing a shoot, something like that, you got a dramatic look. You put the lashes at the bottom because the camera far away don't see all of that. They just see a sexy ass eye with long lashes at the bottom. Now, if you in person, you close up on this person, now you can see that it's only one strip here, one strip here, and one strip here. So bottom lashes, I think, so when I wear bottom lashes, it's when I'm going to a club, not a club, but like a night setting. And we ain't close up with light and shit, so I look sexy as fuck. They turn these lights on, you gonna see one lash here and one in the middle, so it's a dramatic thing for the camera.
In the chat says eyelashes look like wings.
My baby sees my eyelashes and she be like, mommy, a spider. And then she be like, no, I'm just joking, it's your lashes, mommy. Like, girl, go sit your ass down somewhere.
Kids are assholes sometimes.
My baby, listen, my baby is literally a little me, like in midget form with a worse mouth. Like,
which today I actually found out dwarfs, not midgets. Dwarfs are classified by being 4'10" or shorter. Yeah, I drove past a dwarf on the way somewhere earlier today, and I was like, yo, that motherfucker's short? Is that a dwarf or just a short person? I don't know. Let me Google what classifies a M word. I Googled that, and it said dwarfism is 4'10" or shorter. Mad random. I don't know how we got there. I
didn't even think she was a dwarf. She's a dwarf.
I really don't feel like I'm mature enough for this conversation. I'm not. I'm not gonna call them a dwarf, bro. I just feel like that's so disrespectful.
No,
I feel like
not
a dwarf is like a thing.
That's not disrespectful.
I know
you watch too much Snow White. That's why you think it's disrespectful. I feel
like the internet says it's okay. But when you see a small person, are you really gonna call them a dwarf? I wouldn't call a small person a midget to their face either.
You're gonna call them a little person.
I wouldn't say shit but they name.
Okay. From
I would say midget.
From my understanding,
I wouldn't say midget. I feel like that's offensive too.
Yeah, that's like calling us a nigga and you white.
Midget is like saying retarded. Midget is like calling somebody a retard. That's like calling us
nigga. And you're not mentally disturbed and everybody else is.
Nah, I don't know. I wouldn't call him a dwarf. I feel like when I think of dwarf, I think of like a storybook species, not even a person.
Dwarfism, I think, is the medical term. Little person is the non-offensive term. Midget is like supposed to. an offensive term.
But guess what?
I don't understand
retard
exactly why.
was the medical.
Yo, we're saying mad words we shouldn't be saying right now.
I mean, I don't think it. Maybe it's me because I curse all the time, so I don't think words are off limits. I think words are off limits when you say it to people. But I think for me, the term retard was a medical term.
Yeah,
then that was deemed rude.
Right. Yeah.
Then that was deemed rude, right?
It's because black people started saying that ass is retarded. You know.
I don't know about that. I just think that people.
That's offensive, and
I just think people felt a way about it.
Son.
Because I don't think that you say black people. The term came from white people. So imagine white people calling black people retards.
I just said black people as a term that I know that we would all understand with the whole nigga and shit like that.
Right. So I feel like it's the medical terms that's doing it. It's the white people saying this shit.
That's no longer a medical term though.
I know that. I was going to get to that. But then you started talking about the damn.
What, midget is no longer a medical term? Or
no, it's not.
Wayne said, Khary, you can't say dwarfs. You have to say little people.
Well, when I Googled,
I call them little people.
I can Google.
Because they even have a show called the little what of Atlanta?
Little Women.
Right.
That's
they don't mind being called little people.
That's
I think midget.
Term.
I think, but that's why I said, that's okay. So when I started off, I said the internet says it's okay. That's what the internet says. You ain't asked you didn't ask the little people. You asked the internet.
The internet is hardly ever right. I asked Google. The internet is like
Google is the internet.
No, we're the internet. Google is Google.
When I said internet, I meant Google. You Googled it. Google said that was okay. The little people said that is offensive.
Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
I got questions for Cheryl. Cheryl.
Cheryl said she dated a little person before.
Yes.
Again, I don't know if I'm mature enough for this.
I have to know Cheryl.
Cheryl.
I don't know how we got here.
Cheryl, can you call the call-in line and please tell us this story?
You can call in at 813-559-3339.
Did he stand up on the bed? I need to know.
Stop.
You know what? Oh man.
Stop.
Do I know anybody that's? I do know a
what
dude.
If little people?
I do know a dude that's a little person. He lived in my hood. When I first moved to Tampa, I lived in West Tampa. I lived in like Carver City is where I lived when I first moved to Tampa. And there was a dude I was cool with over there who was a little person. His name was, we called him Money Mike. But he was a little person, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where he's at now, but yo, Money Mike, he was a cool ass nigga, yo. But
you talking about the short black dude with the locks?
I don't know. He might have locks now.
He done been all over TV.
He's from Tampa?
Yeah, he's been on TV.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
For what?
I don't watch
he was
TV.
on a reality show. What was it? I believe he was back when Chance and Real had that reality show. He was on MTV a lot of times on a few shows, like as an extra on reality shows. Like he did a few things, music videos.
Maybe.
But nah, I wanna like, I really hope that Cheryl calls in. Because I just want to know, like, imagine you meet a small person and you think you're going to get a little penis and it's big. Like, then what?
So Cheryl said he didn't stand up in the bed. We did it regular. That's what Cheryl said.
They laid down and probably did a missionary. Am I right, Cheryl?
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask whether a little person's dick is a regular size or not.
Listen, I think it's regular size.
I feel like a little person just has a disadvantage when they're hitting it from the back because they're going to stand up on the bed. That's just...
I'm out.
So
I'm tapping out for that conversation. I tap out.
I'm sorry.
Tati. So you think because they have a regular size head, they have a regular size dick?
That ain't what the hell I said, Khary. That's what you said. Hell no. Don't put me in this conversation.
I'm just asking.
Yo, listen. On some real shit, though, I wanted to be a midget at one time. And I was like a kid. I wanted to be.
Why?
Midgets be thick as hell, y'all.
That's the inappropriate term, y'all. You're gonna get
Sorry.
off YouTube.
Small people be thick as hell.
I wanted to be a little person, yo. Yo, damn, don't laugh at me. Like, yo, I used to watch this show called The Wizard.
The Wizard?
The Wizard. And the Wizard was a little person.
I remember that.
And he made all these gadgets and these toys and all that. Yo, and I was like, oh, I want to be like him. I remember once I cried to my moms. You know what I'm saying? I did cry to my mom's like, no, I don't want to grow up. I got to be a little person. I want to be a little person.
I'm so tired of y'all.
Yo.
I'm tired of y'all. Small people be thick as hell. The girls be thick, and it be like, yo, they're not as tall, so everything go to their legs and their hips and shit.
Yo,
they be thick. Look at Khary googling it right now. He ain't saying nothing, but he looking it up.
They be having the fatties. Yo, you ever seen the one that look like Oprah with the cowboy hat and all that?
Stop.
Yes, I'm not gonna stop. It's real.
So Sean said, yo, Khary. Google the tiny twins and tell me you wouldn't smash.
Oh, the little Spanish joints?
Bees already know who it is. I actually gotta Google it to figure out who the fuck are they talking about.
They from the show.
What show?
I don't watch a lot of
Small
shows.
Women is
Little Women of Atlanta, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the two twins, the two Spanish joints.
Y'all wild.
Let's see.
Wildly inappropriate.
They got a little bow joint.
Yeah, so.
Oh, I've seen them before. Let
me see.
Nah, they black. I ain't never seen them.
Nah, the Spanish ones. I've seen the Spanish ones before.
Oh, okay.
Then what the hell happened to it just now? I just had it up.
Y'all are ridiculous, yo.
I don't know who the
fuck
these
and tell me you
people are,
wouldn't
yo.
smash. Y'all listen.
Alright, so this is okay. So Sean told me to look up these two right here. These
that's the Spanish one.
Yeah, they Spanish. That's craziness. Y'all are Disney.
Nah, probably not.
I'm gonna sit this one out.
Probably not. I'm looking to see. I'm looking to determine. I'm trying to figure out a reason why I would.
That ain't even the best picture they got, Khary.
This is a picture I found that came up that was big enough for me to show real quick.
There was hella other pictures here.
This is the one that came up of a good size.
That looked like it may have been a while ago. You see the swoop? That was a little minute ago. That one.
See too many pictures that come
recent.
up with them. Let's try this. Want me to do this one right here? The one with they got their booties out. Let's see. Not their booties out, but they like, look at us with our. I'm not even gonna say it. You know what?
We need to change topics desperately.
Trying to get me kicked off of fucking YouTube, yeah.
Cause you done said the R word.
I didn't say it. Y'all like this one better? Y'all like this one better?
The M word, and now you talking about having sex with small women.
You like that one better, Tati? I ain't talking about having sex with them.
They still look good. That's the same photo shoot. That's the same photo shoot. Look, I see one here. They got on a blonde wig. Look at that.
Let me see.
Oh, that's the little black joint.
That's them.
That's them. But Khary done picked a picture from 2007.
Yeah, I just Googled they ass.
I Googled them too. You just gotta scroll a little bit.
I guess I didn't scroll to those pictures because they looked ghetto to me in those pictures. That's just how my mind worked right there. That was like, oh, they're not naturally blonde. They're ghetto girls with blonde wigs. That's how it came to my mind real quick. And I just didn't show it. I guess that's why. Was that bad? I don't know. Let's go to the next topic then. I don't know how the fuck we got here anyway. We talk about runways being clear.
You started talking about you was
up.
gonna hunch a small person. That's how we got
never
here.
said that. I never said that. But Lena Bloom is the first trans woman on the cover of a swimsuit issue.
I saw that. She looks good.
What's that? Lena Bloom is a model and an actress.
I saw that. She looks really good.
Let's see, Lena Bloom.
Can I see what she look like? Or he, or
she?
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Mm-hmm. She.
I know what you mean, Bees. I know what you mean. I actually had that question.
Can I do a breaking news?
What's the breaking news?
I just opened my Instagram and the first thing that popped up.
What's that?
Prosecutors say that they have evidence R. Kelly allegedly had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old boy that he met at McDonald's.
What's the source of this?
Yo,
what's the source of this other than Instagram?
Tea. Hold on.
What's the source of this other than
Neighbors,
Instagram?
it is not looking good for your boy R. Kelly.
Neighbors, who speaks as neighbors?
Neighborhood talk.
Oh, neighborhood talk.
Federal prosecutors are trying to have more evidence of what they say is more alleged but uncharged crimes committed by Robert Kelly himself at the upcoming trial in New York. According to NPR, the allegations go back as far as 1991 and includes abuse against girls and, shockingly, a 17-year-old boy. This ain't the first time that I heard that. But it says they submitted a form on Friday, includes 20-year-old Jane Does and 2 Jane...
John? And Jane?
20 Jane Does and 2 John Does in or around December 2006, my bad. The government alleges Kelly initiated a secure... Y'all, these people done spelled sexual wrong. And I'm thinking I'm over here tripping because I had a few shots. But they initiated a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old boy whom he had met at a Chicago McDonald's. And directed the boy to have a sexual encounter with other people as well. That boy introduced Kelly to a second teenage boy, John Doe number 2, who was then 16 or 17 years old, with whom Kelly allegedly tried to start a sexual relationship with as well. Wow. It says that several years later, he is alleged to have had sex with him and forced several of his girlfriends and other sexual partners, including a minor girl, to have sex with this young man as well. And prosecutors say that Kelly often filmed those incidents.
He's a nasty motherfucker.
That is insane. But this is not the second time that I heard that there was a boy involved.
Yeah, different.
I didn't know it was 2 boys involved. That's insane.
It is insane. That is breaking news. Allegedly breaking news from Spin Tati Sauce. I won't ask her while she's looking at Instagram doing those live stream. But that's a weird topic to jump to from talking about Lena Bloom being the first trans woman on the cover of the swimsuit issue. You know? No disrespect to Lena Bloom or nothing like that. But that was actually breaking news, you know? But we was actually I was pulling up a picture of Lena Bloom because I think Bees didn't know who she was. I wasn't clear who she was, but she is the first woman on the cover of the swimsuit issue. That's Lena Bloom. She's a trans woman. Which that term actually, I thought about that term the other day and it actually confused me. And what confused me was trans woman, trans man. Does that mean somebody's transitioning to a woman? Somebody's transitioning to a man?
That's exactly what that means.
Okay, so that makes sense then. You know, so she's the first one that's going to be on the cover of the swimsuit issue. But she's also going to be on there with a couple of other people, as well as Naomi Osaka. She's one of them as well. You know? Should be interesting. But she's not the first trans woman on the cover of Sports Illustrated. The swimsuit issue, yes, but not Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated. The first person on the cover, the first trans woman on the cover of Sports Illustrated was Caitlyn Jenner. Y'all remember that?
I don't.
You don't? My son's texting me. I need my controller. I'm telling him, come get it after you walk the dog, nigga, because she whining. You know? But I thought that was an interesting story, and I thought that was interesting that they're going to be having a trans woman on there. Not only is she a trans woman, but she's also a trans black woman. You know? So, shout out to her for being on Sports Illustrated and shit like that.
Shout out to her. She looked really good in that picture. She looked good in all her pictures.
Now let's get back to let's jump back into what Tati was talking about, which we also got people talking about in the chat. Is allegedly I heard Wayne Mills said allegedly I heard R. Kelly was openly bisexual.
I heard the same thing.
You heard that as well?
I did.
So.
Okay, so that's where the Little Women. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just seeing the chat. They twerk. That's probably where I saw them on twerking on Instagram or something. But yeah, that's not the first time that I've heard that R. Kelly was bisexual.
Yeah, I haven't heard it before. I haven't really been looking into his story too much, but it is the first time I've actually heard that he was on some bisexual shit. And if he was a nasty nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, when I say nasty, when I say he's a nasty nigga, and I'm saying he's a nasty nigga because not only was he on his sexual predator shit, he was on his sexual predator shit in a bisexual way. You know, because this is with another minor. And that's why he's a nasty nigga.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because it's a minor.
The fact that they are minors are terrible. That's terrible.
Now, if these were all consenting adults, I wouldn't be like, oh, Kelly's a nasty nigga. I'd just be like, that nigga's on some freaky shit.
Now, let me tell you this.
But he's doing this shit with minors.
Now, let me say this. That may not go anywhere, depending on where did he live. Because I know that Florida still has a statute it's like the Romeo-Juliet law. Not saying that it's right, but I know that they have a statute, the Romeo-Juliet law, that a consenting 17-year-old up to the age of 24, I believe, can have sex and it not be rape, not be considered rape.
Right. R. Kelly's an old ass nigga. He's a grown ass man doing this shit.
I know what you're saying, but that says back in. Okay, so I just think that depending on how old he was and what state he's in, I don't know if that's gonna do anything. I hope it does. Like honestly, I hope it does.
In 1991, R. Kelly was 24 years old in 1991.
So that's what I'm saying. In 1991, he was 24. So in Florida, if he was in Florida, that them bringing that up in the what is it called? Them bringing that up in his case when really do anything because they're consenting between 17 and 24. Now, if he was 25, that would have been different. But I don't know what state he's in. But I want to see how that goes. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is. You know?
When I learned about that law, I was like, yo, I don't know about the law, but you try my baby when she's 17, I'm cutting your ass. Not cutting your ass, but I can't say that on camera, you know?
Wayne Mills says R. Kelly sexually abused by a male member, allegedly. whether he was or wasn't, I don't make it an excuse for his behavior. You know?
Isn't it sad how the Black community, in our community, people are taken advantage of not only at young ages, but like situations like those, little boys being taken advantage of by grown men, you know? And at any age and any gender, like, it's crazy how in our culture that is so common. It's so common. It's so common, and not by,
look at the numbers. Sometimes
it is by random people, but most times it's by somebody you know, somebody that's close to you, somebody that, you know?
Yep.
That's just insane. Completely insane.
It is.
Insane.
But it's very common though. You know, I have this shot here, by the way, that I've been like, do I want to take it? Do I not want to take it? I'm gonna let it chill here for a minute, you know. But I'm gonna let that chill for a second. All right, but let's move on. Let's move on real quick. Tati asked me a question the other day. She was like, "Are there alpha females? Can there be an alpha female?" And I'm like, "So maybe why don't I ask this question today? Can you be an alpha female? You know?"
Does alpha females exist?
Well, okay.
Was the question.
I know this. Oh, can alpha females exist? Was the question. Now, right before we jump into that, I will say this: there will be people that will argue that says the alpha term is fake. You know, and they'll say that because the whole term of alpha male and shit like that came from the research of wolves in captivity. You know, and they determined that there was an alpha wolf in captivity, and that's where that phrase came from. But once they started actually monitoring and tracking wolves in the wild, they realized there wasn't really an alpha male in the wolf pack in the wild, only in captivity. So that's what made them realize, okay, maybe this alpha term isn't real. But with that being said, we're talking about the alpha term, and what we understand the alpha term to be is the one that is the dominant force in whatever relationship or involvement that is. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, does the alpha female exist? I think in certain instances, she does. You know?
So this was something I saw on my Facebook. It was something that a male, he said something like, you can't be an alpha female with your man. And then in the comments came the question, does an alpha female exist? Period. Because then that was his argument, that an alpha woman does not exist because women have to submit to men, basically. Is how that kind of came along.
Well, I think women having to submit to men is a thought. I don't think it's a reality. You know what I'm saying? I think
it's a desire. It's a want.
Right. You know,
submission is a desire, I think.
You know? And I say that because history will show that most relationships, when men and women combine and join forces and shit like that, most relationships, the man asks their woman whether they can do things and shit like that. Whether it's okay. Hey, you mind if I go hang out with the guys tonight? You know, women be like, yo, I'm hanging out with the girls tonight. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't think that's... so, okay, so let
Now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? I think most relationships, the man leads, but the woman actually leads. Like, it looks like the man leads because he pays, because he drives, because he does this, he does that. But a lot of the decision making comes from the woman, you know? And it comes from the woman because there's a phrase out there: happy wife, happy life. And that doesn't just involve people that are married. That just involves couples, period. You know? Happy wife, happy life. Happy person I'm with, then I'm happy too, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And people learn that.
Man, you do all that he can.
So now, with that being said, maybe the question should be, do most relationships have an alpha female versus can you be an alpha female? You know? Because men want to be alpha. Men act like they alpha. You know? But a lot of men, when they find a woman they love, they kind of like do what she wants. You know? Does that make them no longer alpha? Or are they still the alpha? They're alpha to everybody around that relationship. But in that relationship, she's secretly the alpha because her desires matters a little bit more than his. That's just my thinking about this whole alpha thing. Totally off topic, but on topic, but off topic, but on topic. I'm just saying. What y'all think?
Nah, it sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right for me.
Excuse me.
Wayne says, yes, there are alpha females. They're not called alpha females. They're called promiscuous or submissive. I don't understand that one there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Yeah. No, okay. I meant dominant in the relationship is what he says.
I think when we talk about submissive, I think so. I used to be like very outspoken about this topic because I am in like a independent type role, like, you know, being a single mom, working business, you know, shit like that. Like, so for me, I felt like I'm not submitting to anybody, not just a man. I'm not submitting to anybody. And that was by definition. So by definition, submission means to give power to someone else, right? Me personally, I don't feel like we need to give power to anybody to be with them. I feel like in both senses. I don't want my man to feel like he needs to give me power over him for us to be together. I don't feel like I need to give my power to anybody to be with them. I feel like relationships, or I look at relationships more of a partnership. We're coming together to get to a common goal, or because we love each other and we want to spend the rest of our lives together. So pretty much everything after that, we're tackling together. So it's always going to be a talked about topic. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta know each other's strengths and know each other's weaknesses to determine, okay, how are we going to tackle this, right? How are we going to do this? If I know you're good at communication, you're good at da-da-da-da-da, you know, and, you know, we're both going to talk about it, and then we're going to decide how to move forward at that point. So because I see relationships as a partnership, and I don't really look at things in the biblical sense of men have to be the head, you need to submit to them. A woman is meant to clean and cook and reproduce and, you know, that type of shit. I don't look at relationships like that.
Okay.
I look at men, I do still expect my man to protect and provide love and be emotionally available and be, you know what I'm saying? I don't just look at my man to be just a provider, you know, my personal security type shit, and I do what I you know, but that doesn't mean that I won't take care of my man. That doesn't mean that I won't cook and clean. I feel like women are naturally submissive. But okay, so back to the submissive thing. So that's how I used to think of submission. Like, okay, I got to give my power away to somebody. You know, now I look at submission not as the definition, but more as the the softer, like nurturing side, you know. So now I look at submission. I think that women will naturally submit to a man that they trust and a man that they trust to lead them. So, you know, like understanding at some point, my man got that. My man, trusting a man to I guess trusting a man with you, pretty much. Like, I trust that my man got me. I don't need to even be involved in that. I trust his judgment, all of that. So now I see submission as that. So I feel like, as far as the whole alpha thing, I feel like alpha females and alpha males definitely exist. Okay. I think that sometimes, because of the history of men and women, alpha females can be intimidating for certain people. I feel like to an alpha male or alpha woman isn't intimidating. That ain't shit, but you match your match, nigga. You know? I feel like I think it definitely exists. I think that women sometimes, and so that was his point. My bad, y'all. That was his point on Facebook. So when he described the alpha female, he used words like boisterous and no beefy ass female, you know, a strong ass, you know. So he thought of a alpha female. His definition was clearly just manly, like a very manly woman. Okay. And for me, I just feel like everything is about balance. I think that some women, I hate using the term female, but some women sometimes are a little bit more masculine. Okay. And I think that those are women that had to figure out how to get it. You know, like, I feel like those are women that had to figure out how to do shit themselves, where they ain't gotta wait for nobody. We not in the times anymore where we have to wait on a man to get us a bank account, to take care of us and pay the bills. You know, so I feel like
I think there's a difference between masculine women and women that just know how to take care of themselves.
So that's what I'm saying. I think that there's a difference. But so when I say masculine describes more of, not masculine as in a man, as in strong, masculine as in, it's like my protective side of myself. Like, I can take care of myself. I will, you know. That's why I said, like, women that are sometimes single, or even women in relationships that can just really take care of themselves. They may not necessarily need anybody. It may appear that financially, like physically, they don't need a man to take care of them. So then they're deemed like masculine, or they're not going to take no bullshit. I see masculine as just being protective. You know, the roles that we think of as a man, just being protective and shit like that. But I don't know. I think he was thinking of masculine in more of a physical type than, you know, just being independent. I think that everybody should be independent. But I think you should know how to work with people as well.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Oh, what the hell just happened?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, that conversation, as you can tell, his comments were lit. I think that if you ain't ready for an independent woman, if you feel some type of way about a woman being able to take care of herself and not needing you, then that, for me, I think that something in you is worried that you can't provide. She's not going to see any worth in you. You may feel like you can't bring anything to the table because she can take care of herself. I feel like those type of men feel threatened by alpha females. But I feel like if you really know who you are, and you're secure in who you are and what you bring to the table, you're not threatened by an independent woman. That's a turn on for you, knowing that she can take care of herself. And then you can be that man to protect and provide her, because you know that she got that. But I want to take the load off of you type shit. Balance is what I think of.
Balance.
But I agree with you when you said that in relationships, women are nurturing. Women normally have that motherly, like, you know, I'm gonna take care of my man. I'm gonna make sure he eat. I'm gonna make sure he good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna try him. I'm gonna speak up for him when he wanna be too nice. I definitely feel like like you said, in a sense, sometimes, in a sense, women are the ones that kind of run things behind the scene. But the men are just as important and are the physical and the more, I don't want to say level-headed, but, unemotional. Not unemotional. I don't mean that either, y'all. I take that back. Men definitely have emotions. But I mean more so of like, I guess maybe the physical part of being strong and, just protecting and providing. So that's going to be like, you're going to go through my man before you come through me.
The man's going to go to war, but the woman's going to tell him to.
Right. It's more like the head and the body type shit.
Right.
That's how I feel about relationships. Okay. And I don't see anything wrong with that.
Got you. Any thoughts, Bees?
Can a woman be an alpha? I mean, I feel like, yeah, a woman could be an alpha, but like it all depends on a man and like what role he truly wants to play. Like he can still be the alpha and let her, feel like she's the alpha. But I mean, like there's certain things that, because a lot of women see the whole thing is a lot of women think that men want a woman that's like supposed to be like slaving in the kitchen and cleaning the house. Nah, it ain't even like that. It ain't even about that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, we just want somebody to be cool with. You know what I'm saying? To see certain things the way we see things. You know what I'm saying? Not always. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to keep us level-headed and shit like that. Not to constantly be like making me feel like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And a lot of women don't even know with men at times, you know what I'm saying? They make them feel like, damn.
I think that's why I said it's important that things are balanced. Like, I think it's important to remember that everybody is a person. I feel like it's important. I think, okay, so when I think of the term alpha, I don't think of like, I don't need you. I think of it more of the term alpha. I really replace that with,
I look at alpha as who's the HNIC.
I think of it as leadership. It means that I can lead. To me, is what I think of. I don't think of it as I'm independent, I don't need you. I think of it just like I don't think of submissive as like, you're a woman, do what I say, obey me type shit. I think of the terms as submission, like naturally allowing my man to lead and not trying to be in control, the balance of the situations. I think when I think of alpha, I think of independence. So when I think of a woman and a man, not independence, I'm sorry, leadership. When I think of a woman and a man, I think of, okay, this woman, I see it like, okay, this woman is able to lead. She's able to lead a group of women. She's able to lead men. She's able to lead. This man is able to lead, which is why I say I do believe that alpha women and alpha men exist. I think that they honestly belong together. Two leaders, I feel like, belong together because everybody ain't meant to lead and everybody ain't meant to follow. Right. You get what I'm saying? I'm not a follower. So I don't want to be with a follower. I don't want a follower ass man that's going to think that because I'm leading, I'm bossy and I'm too independent, I don't need him and feel insecure about that. I feel like you should be with I know opposites attract, but everybody ain't meant to be a leader.
Right.
And everybody ain't meant to be a follower, which means you need to go out there and find what's best for you. I prefer a man that's a leader. Rather than a follower. I don't want a man that let me step all over him if I was not balanced and that wasn't, and I had ill intention or whatever. I don't want that type of man. I want a man that's I'm leading and maybe I'm leading too much. Like, tap me on my shoulder, listen, I got this. You good.
But great leaders
and then I trust you.
Follow.
Right. And then I trust your judgment and I trust you to lead. And that's where my submission will come in at. That's how I think of relationships. But I don't think of it as the physical when you look it up, the definition of submissive, the definition of alpha, I don't even look at it like that. And I think maybe that's where that comes from.
Let me tell you
what. You know what's so...
Go ahead, Beast.
Oh, my bad. You know what's so crazy?
Mm-hmm.
You know when I would love for a woman to be so alpha? So alpha?
When
it's time to fucking eat.
That's what I was about to say. The alpha in the relationship is the one that decides what to eat.
Eat as far as eating, or like to get paid type eating.
Eating food.
No.
Oh, eating food.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's why men complain. Oh, you don't know what you want to eat.
Yeah. The alpha decides what we eat for dinner. I think that's the alpha.
That's true. That's true. Because I'm choosing all day. No, I'm not eating that. We eating this. Let's go. Call Lord in.
So this is what the alpha does. Or this is what the alpha woman does. She decides what to eat, but makes you feel like you decided.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yo, she's saying to you like, we don't like that.
Like, no, babe, we don't eat Olive Garden spaghetti. Nah.
I've never had Olive Garden spaghetti. I make my own spaghetti. I'll tell you what, I never go to Italian restaurants and order spaghetti. I'm like, nigga, my spaghetti's better. Fuck that. Y'all spaghetti doesn't have no fucking ground beef in it. You know?
I think, okay, so while we still talking about it, I think that I will acknowledge that hello.
Yeah, you might want to swap the mic now.
I need a bathroom
Yeah,
break.
you good. I will acknowledge that when people aren't balanced, which I feel like.
Swap your mic when you get a chance.
Can you hear me? I feel like women and men have a feminine and a masculine side, right? So I feel like men's, if we're being just broad, I feel like men's masculine side is that protective, that just focused, what do you want to call it? Emotionally, just being strong emotionally. You know how you make decisions when you don't think with your heart, you think with your head. I feel like that's what men are known for sometimes. Khary, we not even acknowledging the other head right now. I'm just
clarifying that.
But I think that men are known for making decisions. Sometimes, some men sometimes are known for making decisions with their head rather than their heart. I think that is defined kind of as masculine energy, being protective, providing, going to get it, and making head over heart decisions. I think that feminine energy kind of describes that much motherly nature of, I want to make sure you're okay. So I'm thinking of the things that, you know, I'm thinking of how you feel emotionally. I'm thinking about how you may feel. I'm thinking about if you ate today, if you know, that emotional connection type thing. So I definitely feel like, I think that men and women should be balanced when it comes to their masculine and their feminine side, because that's how that's what allows them to relate to one another. That's the balance of a relationship. I feel like because of that, sometimes when people go through certain things, it makes them more protective over themselves. So I acknowledge that women do exist, alpha women do exist, where their masculine side is way too strong for them to try to be with a man, because they're not, when a woman isn't willing or able to allow a man to be a man, sometimes it is that masculine side. Sometimes that does come off as like, okay, I'm an independent woman, I don't need a man, I don't need nobody for shit. But you need somebody, you need people, and you need balance. Sometimes, like, sometimes you gotta know when to lead and when to follow.
I know in New York they need somebody to shovel that snow.
I ain't never went through that before,
Hey, Florida,
but I'm
they
sure
need
I
somebody to cut
would.
the grass.
Cause ain't no way in hell I'm about to go out there and do it.
You gonna buy a house to cut your own grass?
Okay, so I've cut grass. My mom used to make us cut the grass all the time. Before my dad would be at work, and my mom would be like, "Go out there and cut the backyard."
I tell you
I'm like, what the hell? Daddy about to come home in about 2 hours. Like, what are we doing?
I tell you what, I had a house some years back. I had a house. I had a big ass lawn. I had a big ass fucking lawn. You know what I didn't have?
A big ass lawnmower.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the big ass lawnmower.
Cutting grass wouldn't be a big task for me, but I wouldn't want to do it. I would allow my man to go ahead and do that. I ain't trying to. You got that physically.
I'm the type of man that's gonna be like, you know what? There's niggas that do this shit for a living. Let me go hire somebody for like $70 a month that's gonna come cut my lawn every 2 fucking weeks. And that's what I did when I had a house. I hired a nigga that cut my fucking lawn.
Now, okay,
Fuck
so
that.
Since we talking about this, I would probably feel some type of way about that.
Why is that?
Because I like men that are very hands-on, like handy. I like my man to be able, if I said, babe, my earring broke, you gonna figure out how to fix it. I like a man, if I wanted a new chair, you gonna figure out how to upholster this one or make one for me. I want a man that's gonna go cut the grass, not pay somebody to do it. Put my TV up, not pay somebody to do it.
See,
because if that was the case, I would have just paid somebody myself.
Now check it out.
Because I could do it myself.
I'm the type of nigga that could do everything myself as long as there's some AC in Florida.
Listen.
I'm not going outside in 90-fucking-9-degree weather in the middle of the summer and cutting fucking grass, pushing some shit through the fucking lawn. Nah, nigga. You know what? If I got the money to pay somebody to do it,
you're right.
you know what?
But maybe, okay,
shit.
so
You know
Wayne said, why is that, Tati? I think because, I don't know. I feel like my man should be like, let's save money. I ain't finna pay somebody for some shit I'm gonna do. But then I can understand you a man. I don't want to go outside in 90-degree weather, so you probably don't either. But that's what I'm used to. That's what I grew up with. My dad and my granddad cut the grass every week.
Check this out.
Every week that grass was cut and nobody had to tell them to do it.
Check this out. I took my daughter's dog to the dog park today. The dog park is probably about 50 yards from my front door. I was out there for fucking 10 minutes. All I did was walk the dog to the park, took her off the leash, threw a frisbee, walked a little bit. I was dripping fucking sweat.
I don't know. I want my man to cut the grass himself. Okay. Don't pay nobody to do some shit that you can do yourself. Nah, cut the grass, babe. I'm gonna bring you some lemonade when you know, I'm gonna bring you some cold ass lemonade. I'm gonna have your shower ready. You gonna have you a sandwich and shit when you done. Go cut the grass. And then don't pay no nigga to come cut our grass.
My whole Saturday is gonna be a wash.
But that's what the Saturday is supposed to be for.
No.
But listen. Tati made a good
I'm gonna take care of you.
She made a good point there.
What's that?
She said that's what she saw her grandfather do. That's what she saw her father do.
That's true.
You understand what I'm saying? Hold up. And Tati,
that's true.
Your grandfather was still married to your grandmother when you saw all of this, right?
Yeah, my granddaddy still cuts the grass every week. My granddad is 70 something. He still does it himself every week. Huh?
And your father?
And my dad too. Every week. My mom would do it if my dad didn't.
Listen.
All right, check it out. I saw my mom wash windows. You wash windows?
Do I wash windows? I used to, yeah.
Do you still wash windows?
Do I? What windows? That's not my job. I wash windows in my house, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
My car windows, that's my man's job. That's my man's job.
Everything that has to do with 90-degree heat is her man's job.
You see, listen, let me tell y'all, listen. Y'all see why I believe in balance. I feel like I want my man to take the trash out. The bathroom, cleaning the bathroom is yours too, because I don't like to fuck with toilet. I got listen, y'all, I have a toilet phobia.
Niggas do be pissing on the toilet though.
Listen, so the bathroom is yours. The trash is yours. I wish the dishes would be yours, but I ain't gonna do that to you. We gonna split it half and half. Cool? Right? And washing my car is yours too. Making sure that my car is clean every week and filling it up with gas. So I ain't even gotta go in the gas station. That's what I saw my dad do. Right? That's yours too. So, I got everything else.
So she wants him to do...
Unless I don't feel like it.
So she wants him to do all of that and cut grass in 99-degree weather.
Okay, so you said all of that like it was a lie? I think it's 50-50.
50-50.
I think if I'm in the house cooking and cleaning and washing your clothes and folding them and putting them away and doing this and doing that, I feel like that's the same as all of those chores. But I agree that you ain't got to do it all the time. You know, I'll take the trash out, you know, and be considerate maybe once. I don't want to have to, though.
Let me ask you a question.
That's my utopia, y'all.
Let me ask you a question. So niggas making millions of dollars is cutting their own grass.
That's true. Okay, you're right. I wouldn't expect if my man was made.
If he can afford to pay somebody to cut, if he can afford $70 a month to have somebody cut his fucking grass, the nigga can afford.
Okay. So let me make a distinction. If we not making $1 million in this lifetime, you cutting that fucking grass, bro. Now, if we making $1 million in this lifetime, we can pay whoever fuck we want to pay. Okay. But if we ain't gotta pay nobody and we ain't got it like that, don't pay nobody to do some shit that you can do your damn self. Because if that was the case, I'll just go cut the damn grass my damn self. But I don't want to because I got a man. I don't want to.
So you making 6 figures, you cutting your own grass, or you gonna have somebody? You gonna pay somebody?
My man is cutting my grass, y'all. I'm lying. If I'm making 6 figures, that's enough to pay somebody to cut your grass every week, and not have to worry about it. But if we not making 6 figures, why are we spending that money?
Check it out.
Why are we doing that?
I was paying somebody $70 a month to cut my grass. Over 12 months, that's $840 a year.
I guess. I don't know. As I said, that's how I grew up. If we ain't got it like that, I don't want you spending money to do some shit.
Do you know how much money a year I spend on weed?
You know what? I also knew a man. I knew a man too that would pay somebody to put a TV up in the house.
But check it out though. My car get a flat tire, I'm going to change my tire. I'm not calling a fucking AAA.
Same.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not calling AAA too either.
You know what I'm saying? If something happens to my car, I'm going to research how I can fix it first before I take it to a mechanic. And I'm going to research whether it's something I'm capable of doing before I take it to a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? If something breaks in my house, I'm going to figure out if I can fix it first before I hire somebody first. I mowed grass before. In Florida, in the summer. I'd rather pay somebody to do that.
maybe because I grew up in Florida. This is what I'm used to, but that's what I'm used to. And I feel like
Floridians different from us.
Floridians is different. I see my granddad and my dad cut grass every week still to this day. My granddad is 76. Still to this day, he goes out in the Florida heat and cuts the grass. When I grew up, if we came home and the grass was too high, either we going out to cut the grass or my mom cut the grass. So that was where it got different for me. My mom taught me, like, if a man taking too long, go ahead and handle that, you know? And got the drive to do it myself. Because if I was by myself, I ain't paying somebody to do some shit I ain't got to pay them for. I know how to cut a grass. It's a sacrifice of maybe an hour or two of my time.
Would you get a housekeeper?
If I was financially comfortable enough to do that, yes. If right now, fuck no, I'm not paying nobody to clean my house. I don't even want nobody in my damn house and all my shit.
So when I moved to New York back in 2012, right, I was giving my ex money to pay the bills and shit like that. She had a lawn guy that would come out and do shit, and then I found out later, I was like, fuck, I was giving her too much money. You know why? Because she got a fucking housekeeper.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. Work smarter, not harder.
I was paying for it.
I've talked to like people with successful businesses, and that's something that they told me. Like, if you're financially able, pay people to do shit that you ain't got to spend time doing.
Cutting the grass.
No. But you're missing the point. If you're not financially comfortable, ain't no need to do that, because that's $70 we could have kept in our fucking pocket too.
I was financially comfortable.
You by yourself. I'm saying, what I'm saying is, if we're not financially able to throw away $70 every month, and if it's just not smart to throw away $70 every month, because $70 every month for a year is how much, right? And we look back and see that if we're not financially, if it wasn't smart for us to do that, we don't need to, because that's something we could do ourselves and keep that money in our pocket. But if we got it like that, it's no issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's no issue.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about work ethic as well. That's kind of how I grew up, work ethic. My mom, when we clean the house, you don't just pick shit up and wash the dishes. You bleach the sink. You wash down the baseboards and the walls. You don't just clean the toilet. You wash the fucking little thing around the toilet. You wash the, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not just some bullshit ass cleanup. You go deep in that shit, because and I can do that as a woman. Still now, I can still, when I clean my house, wipe my fucking baseboards and my walls down. We used to complain about it as kids, but you knew the house was clean and you felt good, period. Work ethic.
Gotcha.
But if I'm paying somebody to come in here and clean my house, I don't even know if she cleaned the baseboards or not. I don't know if she washed the dishes like I like. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you what, though. The motherfucking house cleaners be cleaning some shit. I be like, damn. I actually hired one a couple times, and I saw all the shit I missed that they would clean. I was like, damn, I thought I did a good job. Y'all motherfuckers is fucking on point.
Yo, we had a housekeeper.
You had a housekeeper?
Yeah, when I lived in Co-op.
Did you?
Yeah.
What? They was coming through cleaning up shit?
Yo, Paula.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. She come through like once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Or something like that, or once every half a week. Something like that. So she used to come like 2-3 times.
When the times I hired a housekeeper was actually when I moved out of apartments and shit like that. And I was like, you know what? Just to make sure that shit is clean and they don't want to charge me for some shit, let me pay $100 to some housekeeper to come clean the shit real quick. And yo, they came to clean that shit like super thorough. And I was like, damn, there was a lot of places I fucking missed. You know? And I was like, yo, y'all was cleaning shit. Damn. You know, so.
Yo, fam, Paula, see how my shit looking immaculate. My mom used to be like, Paula's coming through. Da, 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 da. I don't know where you going. You gotta get the hell up out of here.
Wayne Mills in the chat says, yo, if I have money to pay someone to do what I don't want to do, I'm gonna pay them, period. Cheryl said, I paid a guy a couple of times to cut my grass. It didn't look as good as when I cut it, so I went back to cutting it myself. She said, I don't even let my son cut my grass. You sound like you're pretty meticulous with your grass.
Yes.
And
she left her lawn.
And I just decided I am not taking this shot here. I didn't eat enough tonight. I take this shot, I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. Let's jump into our next topic.
Let's do it.
Tory Lanez is stealing flows. So says Cassidy. Did you hear about this?
No, I didn't. Actually, I did not.
You didn't hear about this. So Cassidy posted a video. Posted a video where he kind of showed Tory Lanez kind of jacking his shit, yo. You know, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. See if I can pull it up. And he kind of had like some video evidence. Let me see.
Smoke like.
Let me see.
Quick drag.
I want to pull it up on fucking Cassidy's page and shit so I can do the full screen shit. So I can show y'all. All right, here we go.
Please make sure you show a picture of Cassidy with his hat on. He looks crazy.
Let's see. All right, so let's play this real quick. Oh, what did I do? I did something over here. Let me close that.
Smoke like quick drags. I click fast and bang your bitch ass. Brain from your chick in the whip that I just crashed. Usually
I click fast and bang your bitch ass. Ain't nothing changed. I got game for the quick cash.
That's why I feel like I'm the most hot in the place. A lot of niggas saying they hot, but they
oh shit, let me open that up.
smoke like quick drags. I click fast and bang your bitch ass. Brain from your chick in the whip that I just crashed. Usually
I click fast and bang your bitch ass. Ain't nothing changed. I got game for the quick cash.
that's why I feel like I'm the most hot in the place. A lot of niggas saying they hot, but they not in the place. And your block, it ain't hot, man, it's safe. Next nigga diss Tory Lanez, about to get shot in his face.
I got more change than you got in my couch. And the next cat scream my name, gon' get shot in the mouth.
A few moments later.
And my leprechaun bundles is getting them dummy high. I sold 5s and 25s from 25. My
We sell 20s, that'll get you dummy high. Bagged in the 125, 125s.
nigga X about me, nigga.
What you
Oh,
think?
wow.
What you think? What you think?
Oh wow.
What you think?
Oh wow.
Sound like Tory been taking some lines?
I wouldn't say no lines, but I mean the flow definitely does sound similar.
Wow.
But you know, just the generation of everybody, you know, you find something you like and you wave ride it and see if everybody else is gonna do it.
Now, he ended it off with Jay-Z sample, "Ask About Me, nigga, ask about me." You know what I'm saying? Now, Jay is kind of famous for reciting some of Biggie lines and shit like that, you know. And he's done it for a few rappers and shit like that. Could Tory argue he's pretty much doing the Jay-Z? He's paying homage and just using some lines that he likes from songs and shit like that? Or does he think...
He could say that. I mean, if that's the case.
Or does he think nobody listens to Cassidy? Who's gonna know?
Nobody remembers, not nobody listens.
Yeah, you know? And he gonna,
But yo,
who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? That's the internet shit, right? Who's gonna know?
that's like a little dude coming and jacking like North Finesse style or something like that right now. Or you know, like one of those type of styles that it's like, oh, because nobody listens to them no more. You know what I mean?
People on Twitter kind of recognize it though. Some people do.
Some people are, but it's gonna happen. It's
Cassidy fans. Happen. Cassidy fans recognize. Cassidy fans that also listen to Tory Lanez.
I think
it's like,
y'all know how y'all remember the lyrics to the words, all these songs y'all be talking about. You're able to recognize it when somebody else says it, so you know where that comes from. You know the reference, you know the song, you remember it. I feel like that's what's going on. But that was a lot of close lines for that to be one person, you know? Like, I remember somebody a few years ago saying that Tory, like, you know, took their song or used something they said or something when he first came out, which is how he got the you know, of the title of like kind of taking people's shit. But I was listening to the radio this morning. I didn't know that was Cassidy on the Breakfast Club this morning talking about Tory stealing his shit. And now hearing it is like, yo, in one freestyle, That's a
They
lot of
right.
shit to
They
take from
never
one
right.
person.
That's not
Yeah.
a lie.
Yeah, that's in one freestyle. Now if I saw that, I believe I heard that it was a few of Cassidy's songs or his verses, right? On different songs, right?
Mhm.
This was only one freestyle from him, and that was like 4 to 5 bars, was it not?
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of shit to take from somebody, and it just makes me feel like he maybe took from a lot of places so people wouldn't, you know,
Gotcha.
and then people still kind of put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
It's definitely gonna make your ear a little more closer to when you hear him flow.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that
or spit or whatever it is that they do nowadays.
Now, if Tory would have cleared it, would it have been the same?
Say what?
If Tory would have cleared the borrowing of the lines with Cassidy or whoever the publishers are, would it be the same?
I mean,
Because
this was a freestyle, so he couldn't clear with nobody, really.
well, his freestyles aren't freestyles. His shit is written. He wrote that.
No,
shit down.
okay, so
He wrote that shit down and memorized it.
I've seen Tory Lanez freestyle before. Tory Lanez is a fire fucking rapper. He's a fire ass with freestyling. I've seen him freestyle before.
You need to get it out.
Huh? You said I couldn't get it out? Okay, so Tory Lanez, I think Tory Lanez is dope. I think Tory Lanez is dope as fuck. I think he's very creative, right? I feel like sometimes it's a hit or miss. Sometimes it look like he going too hard. Sometimes he really fucking did that, you know, and you got to give him his credit. But I've seen him freestyle before, and yes, it may be a piecing of maybe some shit he's wrote before and hasn't used, and he just memorizes. But I don't know. I think he's dope as fuck. And in the freestyle, I don't know why he chose to do that. I think maybe he knew they were gonna ask him to freestyle, and maybe he did some shit before. But that I don't know. That's not a coincidence.
Yeah, but people using other people's shit isn't new. Like
It's not new. But in a freestyle, that's different. That's supposed to be creative. That's supposed to be you.
Yeah, but most people's freestyles nowadays aren't freestyles. That's just shit they just haven't put out yet. You know, most niggas just have shit they have written already and just haven't actually recited to people before. You know, very, very seldom nowadays are people actually coming off the top of the head. And that's why I liked Homeboy on the freshman freestyle this year, because I could recognize him coming actually off the top of the head during his
Moray.
Well, I feel like, so you could say that he probably did the same shit. He knew who he was going against in the freestyle, so it's not that he couldn't have wrote that. It's just that he said everybody's name that was there that made you feel like he was actually freestyling. And he did it in the moment. He could have did the same shit and made that shit up or wrote that a few days before when he got reached out to and they told him he was going to be a part of the freshman class and who was going to be in the freshman class. He could have definitely wrote some shit.
Well,
and prepared it.
He could have, but hearing some of his other songs or hearing the one of his other songs, his written freestyle to me sounds very different. Like a lot of times I can tell when somebody's coming off the top of the head. It's not as tight as their written shit.
But his written shit, he did the same shit in his song. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying you're saying, which I agree. You're saying that that Tory could have written this. This is just not written. He wrote it, and this is just some shit that nobody's heard before. I'm saying that, and then you use the Moray guy as the example. I'm saying that he could have did the same shit. Maybe he didn't write it months ago, but he probably wrote it.
He freestyle on his flow. That was like.
But his flow is his flow. He had the same flow. Khary was impressed because he sang at the beginning that he started rapping. He did the same shit in the Quicksand song that Khary heard. That's his flow. That's what we know him for. But what I'm saying is, before he went on the freshman's freestyle, the XXL, he knew who he was going up against. You know? So he could have wrote something because he knows I have to do a freestyle. So he could have written something. He could have pieced some shit together. It could have been the same shit that Tory did. He just didn't use nobody's shit. He just wrote it beforehand. He probably wasn't even going off the head when he was there in front of the cameras.
No,
is what
I
I'm
think
saying.
he was going off the head. You know, I can kind of tell people going off the head versus something that's written. Something that's written is usually a lot more polished than something off the head. Off the head, you can kind of hear their little delays as their mind is kind of working, coming up with stuff. And I say that only because I used to freestyle a lot, you know? And I can kind of tell when somebody's freestyling. Like, I'll listen to them rapping and it sounds good. And I'll be like, you know what? This is sound like some off the top of the head shit, because just like some of the words he's saying, how he's saying the shit, the simplicity of some of the words he's saying and things like that, versus like some more like polished, like a song. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying if you're good at hiding that, you wouldn't know. You would just speculate. None of us knows, really, is what I'm saying. And
freestyling in the studio versus freestyling on the performance is very different. You know, like Lil Wayne freestyles in the studio. His freestyle in the studio is very different than somebody's freestyle on like a radio show.
Right, because people are different. That's what I'm saying to you. People are different, so people freestyle differently. But if somebody's good at that, if they've already written a whole bunch of shit, or they know beforehand, they gon' spend some time and think about it. Especially this generation, like y'all said, this generation. If I know I'm going on XXL, the freshman class, I know I'm going up against this person, and this person. It's easy for me to write some shit. And to make, especially if it's a freestyle, I gotta make it sound like a freestyle. So maybe I spend time to make it seem like this was a fucking freestyle, which is why it sounds like that to you. I'm saying if you gonna give that same courtesy to Tory to write the shit before, give it to the same nigga that you thinking about, because you don't know for sure. He knew he was going on there, just like Tory knew he was going on there to do a fucking freestyle.
I can tell a freestyle. I can tell a freestyle from some written shit. I can tell a freestyle from some written shit.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that's your opinion. I'm not saying.
No, I can tell.
I'm saying that's not fact. I'm saying you don't know for sure. That's just your assumption because it was put together good for you.
I can tell you for sure. Moray went off the top of his head, and Tory had some shit that you're for already.
Sure. You were there.
I'm for sure. You were there? Just based off the freestyle.
You were there.
Just based off the freestyle.
You were there? Because that's the only way you can be for sure.
I listened to it.
So other than that, that's an assumption.
I listened to it. No, I could tell for sure. Saying. I could tell for sure based off of his freestyle that was off the top of the head. I could tell for sure that based off of Tory's freestyle, was some shit that he written.
To me, that's an assumption. That sounds like I think I know what freestyles sound like. And okay. I'm assuming that he freestyled off the dome. Tory Lanez didn't, because Cassidy is saying something about it.
No,
but I feel I'm not done.
To do with that.
I'm not done. I'm saying that you feel like he freestyled because it was smooth for you. But I'm also saying that
that's the reason why it was a real freestyle, because it wasn't smooth.
What I'm saying is that you feel like he freestyled not because it was smooth as in smooth like a song, but a smooth fucking freestyle. You could tell that you feel like he freestyled it. All I'm saying is that if you're gonna give Tory the same courtesy of feeling like this could have been written before, give this nigga that same courtesy, because guess what? You weren't there. So whatever you're saying, however you feel, is an assumption. It's an opinion. You can't say for sure. But you just said these young niggas write shit and then make it sound like a freestyle. So give Moray that same courtesy.
I didn't say that. I didn't say these young niggas write shit.
Y'all just said that.
No, I didn't.
Y'all just said in this generation, especially in this generation, they write shit before it's not really a freestyle, compared to Lil Wayne freestyling in the thing. No, you don't remember saying that?
You never let me finish. Lil Wayne freestyling in the studio is different from somebody.
I just said that.
No, let me finish. You never let me finish. Lil Wayne freestyling in the studio is different from somebody freestyling on the radio. The reason why is because when somebody like Lil Wayne freestyles in the studio, he's thinking of like, here goes my 4 bars. Let me stop for a second to think for a second, and let me continue these next 4 bars to make it 8 bars. Let me stop for a second, think for a minute. Let me now add these new 2 bars where freestyling is just going non-stop off the top. You're just thinking of everything as you're going.
And did I not say that everybody is different? Not everybody freestyles the same. So that's how you feel like Lil Wayne freestyle. That may not be how he feels like he freestyle. All I'm saying is that this is an assumption. So when we were talking about that, UNB said, especially this generation, they don't even freestyle anymore. This ain't some shit that they do off the head, which is why you brought up Moray, right? Mm-hmm. Am I correct?
Right.
So all I'm saying is that y'all just touched on this generation. Moray is a part of this generation. So if you're going to give that title to Tory, this generation that's not freestyling off the dome and they're writing shit and piecing it together to make it look, sound, or be believed, perceived as a fucking freestyle, give that same courtesy, that same assumption to Moray to feel like he possibly wrote some shit before he got there that day and pieced it together and made it a fucking freestyle. Don't say, oh, I feel like he did that, but I feel like because he put it together like this, it was actually a freestyle. He could have did the same thing.
Well,
we're not sure, but it was a good freestyle.
I've been listening to rap since 1985, and I've been hearing people freestyle for a very long time.
Okay.
And I can tell somebody that's actually freestyling off the top of the head versus somebody that's actually spitting something they wrote. And this is the first time you're hearing
I feel
it.
like you're just proving my point because all that I said is that is your assumption. That's your opinion. It may not be fact. It may be fact.
There's a big difference between the way people rap that wrote some shit and are actually coming off the top of their head.
Okay, Khary, I'm just saying that's your opinion. That's all I'm saying to you.
No, it's not a
That's your opinion, Khary. That's not fact.
It is a fact.
Unless you were in the fucking studio with them as they wrote it, as they did it, it's a fucking opinion.
No,
because you don't know for sure.
It's a fact that people that freestyle rap totally different than some written shit.
Okay.
It's not an opinion.
Okay.
It's a fucking fact.
Cool.
It's a fact that people that freestyle off the top of their head, just like in the moment, rap different than something that's written. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
People say Jay-Z freestyles. He doesn't freestyle. He thinks of his raps in his head and memorizes it, then raps it. He doesn't just think of it all in that one fucking moment.
Now, my thing is, now if you heard
like
Jay-Z come out and say that that's not how I fucking freestyle, then what does that become?
That's how he
an
writes.
Opinion.
He sits there for about 10
You
minutes
don't know what this man does
because
because you're not in the studio with him. That's an opinion. You haven't seen that for your eyes to know that that's a fact. That is all that I'm saying. You don't know that. That's your opinion because you feel like you studied that. That's all I'm saying. It's an opinion.
No, it's not.
Fuck. Maybe. I don't know. Where my blunt went? I don't know. Goddamn.
He sits there and formulates it in his head for about 10 minutes and then spits it.
Where the fuck did my blunt go?
You know? Off the top freestyling is, yo, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and I don't know what's coming after G.
I hear you.
Until I get to G.
I hear you.
You know?
I hear you.
There's become 2 definitions of freestyles. One is totally off the top, created in the moment. The other definition is some shit you wrote already that nobody's ever heard, really. You know? But I also was going to mention, was Cassidy upset because he didn't get credit for those lines and shit like that, you know?
So that's what I heard on the radio show.
Because
this morning. Because
what made me think of that was Scarface had an interview with Nori and Drink Champs and shit, and they was talking about some deep shit. I didn't finish the whole fucking interview. But one of the questions that I had personally was, did Scarface get credit for Ashanti's Foolish record? You know? because Ashanti's Foolish record is pretty much Scarface's Mary Jane. You recall that record, Bees?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that whole song for Ashanti is pretty much Scarface's beat, Scarface's cadence, Scarface's hook, everything almost, you know? And,
I mean, it happens a lot, though.
It does. But this was like one of the first times where like an R&B song totally took like a hip hop song and made it into a R&B shit, some R&B shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just one of the questions that made me wonder that, which kind of made me think of this as well with the Tory Lanez shit with stealing flows, because that the shot would Cassidy be upset if like he had credit. You know what I'm saying?
No, Brooke. But you know, what's so crazy. Brooke Valentine did that with Girl Fight.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
What was the
Because
original song?
The original was Bottle Action by Misbehavior.
I remember somebody put out an article.
Throw them balls. We about to swing them things. That whole what you call it is Misbehavior.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of songs these days are samples. Like a lot of these songs nowadays are samples. I rarely see people making their own beats, like putting their own hooks and shit together. Like it's a lot of samples out there nowadays. Yeah.
Nowadays, people are sampling more than just the beat. They're actually sampling the whole damn song and remaking the song. You know, and I guess it's a little weird for me.
Then some little dude just do pun.
Which one?
It's so hard.
Did they?
Yeah, a little dude just redid. It's so hard.
Who is little dude?
Okay.
I don't know.
Let's take a call real quick from area code 404.
Mm-hmm.
We got area code 404 on the line. What's going on? What's your name? Where you calling from? Hey, what's going on, Wayne? How you doing?
Hey,
can y'all hear Wayne? Can you hear them?
Hey, Wayne,
can hear you. Yeah.
All right.
I have a debate with you.
What's that?
You said that Tory Lanez did not take his flow, his lines.
Say that one more time.
You said Tory Lanez didn't take Cassidy's lines.
Oh no! I think Tory took his lines. I think Tory took some bars from Cassidy.
Okay, because where you was going at Cassidy was like, oh, he freestyle.
No, we was actually debating about the difference between Moray's freestyle and what Cassidy called the freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
He took his whole line, yo.
Yeah, he did. That's why I think Tory wasn't really a freestyle. I think it was something written that he used as a freestyle.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Tati was saying.
No. Okay, so I agree with Khary. I definitely think that Tory Lanez took Cassidy's stuff. That's why I said I feel like that's not a coincidence that his whole freestyle included about 5 or 6 verses of his.
Right,
I agree. We were debating about the Cassidy thing. I mean the Moray thing. Just kind of telling the distinction between a freestyle or not.
Right.
I saw Sean say cool out and hit the blunt. Y'all, let me tell y'all, I appreciate people like Bees and Khary. I appreciate people that we can disagree. And because we're, you know, I'm about my zodiac shit, but because we're all fire signs, we can disagree. And when we talk, it sounds passionate. It sounds like we're upset, but it's just a conversation. It got heated for a moment, but we not mad.
Right.
It's just a disagreement, and then we hit the blunt, we move on, we good.
Exactly.
So we not arguing, y'all, I promise. But I know it probably sound like it, but that's just, you know, this me and Khary on a daily basis, if y'all can't tell.
Tati's gonna mush me in the head after the stream. Don't worry about that.
This me and Khary on a daily basis. We literally disagree about a lot of shit, and it get heated, and then we cool. Like, roll a blunt, what we about to do? You know?
We had a disagreement.
I was just saying that because I know Cassidy, he's a real freestylist.
I agree.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Tory Lanez, I did this is my first time I heard her singing, rapping freestyle. We always singing everything, but I don't know. I think we just wrote it down, took some lines from Cassidy, and put it all together.
I think so too.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think that was a coincidence.
I agree.
Because how Cassidy broke it down, like he got 3 lines from "I'm a Hustler," and he went to the other one, the other song.
That he did.
You know what's crazy about that? I think that Tory Lanez is a dope artist.
Yo, Cheryl said she thought she was watching The View for a minute.
They be going at it now, y'all. People be blowed. I'm like, oh, they up there debating. They be like, yo.
That's funny.
I just want to get that clear.
Tory.
Yo, I actually texted my son a little while ago, like, yo, did y'all leave? My kids left, and I didn't even know they left.
Wow.
I'm mad at them. They supposed to give me a fucking hug and a kiss and say, we leaving, Dad.
They left?
Yeah, they left.
They were right here.
They dipped out. My son came to me and said, yo, give me my PlayStation controller.
He sat there behind you for like 10 minutes.
Oh,
we were looking at each other. He almost knocked the light over. That's why I started laughing.
Yo, son, he saw you doing your show. He was like, yo.
Yeah, he didn't want to bother you.
Oh, shit. I gave him his controller and shit.
That's when they left, right after that.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I gotta tell them they can interrupt me during the show if they're leaving. They give me a hug or a kiss and tell me I love you or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Damn. All right.
It's what the people want to see.
What's going on, Wayne?
Are you excited about the Summer Jam they having here in New York?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure who's performing at Summer Jam up there in New York. Actually, I'm down in Florida.
Nobody really in New York coming in.
What about you, B? You looking forward to Summer Jam? You going to Summer Jam this year?
Yo, fam, I'm like retired from Summer Jams. I've been going to them joints since Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
What's Summer Jam?
Summer Jam is like the wild shit out here. You know how the radio station has
so Summer Jam is like Wild Splash.
Right, but it's like New York shit, and it's like some that should be getting wild.
Yeah, Wild Splash. I went once in my life. I went twice, but really once.
I might go to one.
They get wild out there, yo. But I also have a good time because you know I'm a Tampa girl. I like to hear Kodak and shit. The year Kodak came, y'all, I was high as fuck. I smoked like 4 blunts, bro. I was drinking a Corona. I was out there just vibing. It was a good time, but. It's getting bad now.
For me,
Summer Jam is like Atlanta birthday bash. They had like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they had like a 25th anniversary with they had Goody Mob and everything.
Oh shit, that sounds dope.
In Atlanta?
That sounds good, yo. Goody Mob? I like Goody Mob.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think I saw.
But like I said, like the Summer Jam in New York, it's not New York no more. It's no New York artists.
It's not a whole lot of New York artists anymore.
Other than like really Nicki and Cardi.
Yeah, Nicki, Cardi,
and then they be too big for that type of shit.
Listen. The last official Summer Jam that I saw was with Fabulous.
Okay.
Oh,
Fabulous.
What year was that?
Fabulous. That's probably like maybe 3, maybe 4 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Fab Boy, he came out on his New York shit. Like.
Got you. Hey, yo, Wayne, let me ask you this, Wayne. I'm about to jump off the whole different subject real quick though. Have you seen Lil Nas X new video?
I did.
Why you said it like that, Wayne? I did.
Yo, Bees, you seen the video, Bees?
I did not.
Yo,
I loved
it, y'all. I loved it.
This video is wild. I tell you what. I wanted the title just says Lil Nas X drops new video. What I wanted to put was
don't.
I wanted to put Lil Nas X drops the gayest hip hop video ever, and it's dope as fuck.
It was dope as fuck, y'all.
I'll tell you what. I can tell you what. It's the gayest shit ever. It's the gayest shit ever.
It's some prison
but you know what?
shit.
But you know what?
It matched the environment, though.
I tell you what. I'm proud of Lil Nas X being him. You know, I'm proud of him just like, yo, this is who I am.
I love him so much, y'all.
Yo, one of his bars was like, yo, I don't fuck bitches, I'm queer, but your bitches love me.
Literally, because I love this man. Listen, he is so fucking dope to me, just unapologetically him. And it's always a witty ass clapback.
Yo,
it's always a dope ass video. Although it was gay, right? Although he had the men dancing naked in the shower in the prison, right?
Shower scene where
they just appeared naked as fuck out of nowhere. Exactly. But you couldn't see anything. It was gay, but guess what? The dance moves, the choreography was fucking fire. The next scene was fucking fire. Right? Then Jack Harlow comes out. I like Jack Harlow. I like as a white rapper, I like him.
Yo, fam, yo, bees. It was the gayest video ever, but if you haven't seen it, you gotta see it, yo.
It's dope.
It was a dope video. You know, it's like it's gay as fuck. It's gay as fuck, but you don't see no. It's gay as yo, bees. It's gay as fuck, but you don't see no dick, so you don't see nothing.
But you just, you know, and then it switches to Jack Harlow, and Jack Harlow is smacking a bitch's ass just so you
Jack
know.
Harlow
like,
says, yo, Jack Harlow says, yo,
I ain't on that, but I support him, you know, type shit. I think that's dope.
Jack Harlow comes into the video like, all right, all you homophobes, here's the part you can actually enjoy. You know, that's what kind of like his
not
part
homophobes, Khary.
No. Because there are homophobes watching the video just so they can have an opinion and shit on it online. And Jack Harlow was like the part that says, yo, y'all homophobes, you don't have to be homophobic because here I am, I'm a manly man, or I'm trying to display I'm a manly man. And yo, let me smack this bitch ass over here.
Cheryl, he does have a sexy ass body.
Cheryl said he has a sexy ass body. That's what she said in the chat.
Listen, I love how he makes so much hype. And that's why he talks to y'all the way that he does on social media. Because regardless of him being gay, regardless of him kissing men and doing sexually suggested shit, you know, with men in his video, every time he drop a video, y'all motherfuckers is looking, which means he's doing his job. Yeah. And it's dope as fuck. He's dope as fuck. You can't argue that his rapping is bad. You can't argue that the song is bad. Right. All you arguing is that it's some gay shit that you don't agree with, but it's a good song and the video's gay, but it's dope as fuck. I appreciate him, and he's still gonna tell y'all fuck y'all. I love him.
Yeah, and before he dropped this video, he said, "Yo, this video is not made for your children."
Period.
That's what he said.
You know, so y'all don't come at him and be like, "Oh, he's a bad influence on our kids."
So when I got the link sent to me this morning, the link was sent to me this morning by a gay dude, a gay man named Hector. You know, it's like my brother. You know what I'm saying? He sent it to me. And when he sent it to me and I saw it was Lil Nas X, and I remember Lil Nas X posted his post saying this is not made for your children. Just because Hector sent it to me, I was like, yo, I know this video is extra. I know this video is extra, you know? And
the thing is that
I watched it. Go ahead, Wayne.
The thing is that he's a better actor than he's a rapper.
Say it again.
He's a better actor than a rapper.
You think so? I don't think he's a bad rapper.
I think his rapping is good.
I don't think he's a bad
all
rapper.
around good. Choreography, rapping, the Drake singing shit, the dressing, the putting together. Like, I think all around, I ain't got no complaints. He look good.
I think he's
gay, and I think he looks good.
I think he's a good rapper and a good entertainer.
I
think he found his lane. I think he found his lane, you know? And I haven't...
I think he's being
Say what?
I think he's being pushed to be gay. Even though he's gay, I think he's being more pushed now.
I think he makes it known, if you follow him, he makes it known that nobody is pushing me. This is me.
You know what?
He's addressed this so many times, and he is just so real about, like, him, you know? And that's, I feel like that's
Frank
why,
Ocean.
yeah, I feel like that's why America is, the people that support him so hard. Because it's like, you are all around good artists. You make good music.
Now,
you can't complain. It's entertaining. It's a message.
Cheryl
it's you. He's you know, he doing his thing, y'all.
I didn't see the BET Awards.
He came out. When he came out, it was the most talked about thing in America in the Trump era. You know, like, this this dope ass country song comes out, you hear it. Then next thing you know, they outing him because he's gay, and now the white people mad because he doing country music as a gay black man. You already ain't supposed to be black doing country music, but now you gay too. That's too far. But then guess what? Number 1 in the fucking country, right? He came out like this, and he's keeping that same energy literally throughout his present career. Every time he drops a song, y'all got some shit to say. Every time.
I think it's pushed more now.
You think it's what?
It's more pushed. Like, he can make his music and have to say I'm gay all the time.
I personally think he's just living in his truth. I think he's embracing it. And I think that he's just proud to be who he is, and he sees nobody else doing it, and he feels like if somebody has to set the fucking precedent and make that motherfucking lane available, why not him?
That's
you know?
Good, though.
I don't think people are pushing him. I think he's pushing himself.
Yeah, I love it. That's why I say I love it, because it's all him, and you could tell like this is just a creative ass person that finally got the opportunity to show y'all, you know, why he was supposed to be seen. And he doing it every time. And that's what he's supposed to do. Right. He's selling out even off the haters.
Cheryl over here in the chat says, yo, Khary, you must like him too as an artist because you didn't even say pause. Yo,
you ain't say pause one time, Khary.
I like creators. He's a creative person. He's being himself. You know what I'm saying? And I say pause when I say some shit that doesn't expect to be gay. This whole conversation was expected to be gay. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true. That's true. It was a good video. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the video. I probably won't go watch it a second and third time, but I thought it was a very creative and fun video. You know what I'm saying? I think gay people would love it. I think he's what hip hop has been missing for a long time, actually. Somebody that's just openly themselves and really living in their truth, you know?
You know, I think because when I watched it, I had so many expressions. Like I smiled. I definitely was shocked. I definitely laughed. I definitely, it was just so many emotions. Like, damn, this was actually enjoyable. It was really good.
Right. I enjoyed it just because it was like, I looked at it as him saying, you know what? Y'all thought my last shit was wild?
Literally.
Y'all thought I was going to tone it down? Man,
literally.
Fuck you. Check this shit out. I'm going to have 30 Yo, he said, I'm going to have 30 niggas butt naked dancing with me.
Literally.
And he did it.
Literally. Literally.
You got to look at it, too. You got to look at it, Khary.
What's that?
It's not like gay rappers in the game. It's not saying it. He is.
Yeah, like I remember in the 90s, there was rumors of like a gay rapper going on in hip hop. And that was like a big story. You know, in the 90s. Yeah.
Portion, the gay rapper.
What's that?
Who was
Portion, the gay rapper.
No, not. It wasn't even him. He was openly gay. It was somebody that they thought was gay. You know, and it was like a big story in New York hip hop and shit like that. And people was all questioning, like, who's the gay rapper? Who's the gay rapper? Who's the
That's
gay rapper?
because being gay wasn't
You know?
okay back then.
Right.
Got it jumped out the
Two.
window.
Nah. I'll tell you off stream who one of the
we know
who thought it was. He had light eyes.
But guess what? Okay, can I say this? I feel like a lot of men in hip
Talking
hop.
about the same person.
I feel like a lot of men do shit that y'all may not know that they do that you would consider gay if you knew. In hip hop, in Hollywood, in the government, like I feel like a lot of people do gay shit.
Yeah, probably.
Especially at the celebrity parties and shit. But I think maybe somebody you just end up being that person with that title.
Yeah.
They just chose you to put the title on.
Yeah, but I'm proud of Lil Nas X just being Lil Nas X. You know.
I definitely think they.
I'm not sure if
shit at the
Nas
parties.
is happy he chose the name Lil Nas X, but like, and Lil Nas X just picked that name randomly one day. He was like, what should my name be? Lil Nas X. Okay, his rapper name pretty much is his name because that's what he chose for his Instagram name, and it stuck.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a conversation about that one day and shit like that. But yo, Wayne, I appreciate you giving us a call, man. You know?
All right.
All right.
Have a good night, Wayne.
Appreciate you, Wayne. Holla at you next time, all right, man?
Good night, Wayne.
All right, man. Be good. Be blessed.
All right.
All right, before we gonna it's already like fucking 12:15 and shit.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a story time, Bees? You got story time this evening, Bees? Before we wrap up.
I'm not gonna be able to give you one.
What's that?
I'm not gonna be able to give you one.
You're not gonna. All right. We'll get a story time on motherfucking Tuesday and shit. Yo, there was a story about a teen who snuck into a house to see his underage girlfriend. I think it might have been his girlfriend. Pops walked in and he ended up shooting and killing the pops. That was crazy. You know, that's nuts. Yo, but that was a wild story.
If it was the other way around, I could understand. But because it was the boyfriend shooting the dad, like, nigga, you in somebody else's house.
But there was already like static in between with that situation already. Like the father had already warned the boy and all that and told him like, yo, you know, you ain't supposed to, don't be up in my crib, and you know what I'm saying? It's not just
he made the decision to do that.
Yeah. It's not just like, you know, from what I'm, you know, the news that I got with the story so far is, you know, there was some tension there already.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But I can understand. You 17, my daughter's 14.
That's crazy.
Put you up in my crib, you know, nobody pays no bills here. Nobody, you know, like
this generation is wild, yo.
Too. He came in with the fire on him.
Cause why? Why? You're not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And that's just that. Yeah. That's why I say this generation is crazy. I think the issue is that a lot of them ain't got no respect for nobody, for themselves, for elders, for women, for nothing. They ain't got respect for nothing. They don't give no fucks.
They damn sure
That's
don't,
the issue.
They damn sure don't.
That's wild.
All right, let's get ready to wrap up and shit. Let's
see in the chat, they like story time.
Story time on Tuesday. Maybe we'll start off with story time. You know,
we should.
All right. You know what? I did have another story. We're gonna talk about that Tuesday. I'm gonna let this marinate a little bit over the weekend, see what else develops with it. With Royce the 5'9" and Lupe Fiasco having a little beef going on and shit like that, which is a little bug because they actually had a podcast together. You know, recently they had a podcast together. Now they actually dropping diss songs toward each other. But we're gonna talk about that on Tuesday, though. I'm gonna let that little marinate. They've been going back and forth a little bit, see what happens over the weekend and shit like that. But until then, we're gonna see y'all on Tuesday and shit like that. You know, so let's get ready to get up out of here. Before we get up out of here, you know what we gotta do? That we always forget? Take a fucking picture.
Screenshot.
Let's take this picture real quick. Here's a screenshot. You know what I'm saying? I got my hat on. Can you be an alpha female? What kind of look should I get for can you be an alpha female? Just like the, can you? My what you talking about, Willis look? This my what you talking about, Willis. You ready? 3, 2, 1. What you talking about, Willis? All right.
I feel like that smile gonna look so bad when I look at it later, but I'm high, y'all.
All right, but let's get ready to get up out of here.
Tacos over here. And
the dude got a little bit of this quesadilla. I gotta finish off.
Food and I got the bag full.
Finna smoke
I'm
another
all by
blunt.
myself
Yeah,
tomorrow.
it's like 12:19.
We're
gonna get up out of here. All right, but
I got a full day tomorrow. I got work. I got a bartend. I got a full day tomorrow.
I got a client at 9 a.m., y'all, so I probably should.
I got no kids, so I'm gonna be chilling and relaxing. You know? But let's get ready to get about this biatch. May your weekend be great. Do your best to stay sucker free. And keep a smile on your face, baby. I still have this shot sitting here that I did not take because I know if I take it, I'm gonna wake up sick tomorrow. And I don't want to do that. Good night. See y'all on Tuesday. Baby. Oh, you know what else? You know what else? I think I'm gonna end this episode. I think I'm gonna you know what? I messed up. I was gonna end this episode because it's Freaky Friday, you know? And I got Khary's Crib Radio going. You know, Khary's Crib Radio, you can look that up, you know? I'm gonna end this off with a joint I produced back in the days, you know, a couple of years back, more than a few years back, called Freak by this group Above Average. You know, it's Freaky Friday, so we gonna end it on a note with some freak. See y'all later. And check out the radio when you need something to listen to.
Bye, y'all. Peace. I don't hear any music.
I know it's playing.
I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, a freak all day and night. I need a freak. I need a freak. I need a freak. I need a freak. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening.
I totally stole Dina Howard.
I need a freak.
I said put Dina Howard on that shit.
I need a freak. I need a freak.
Got the moment right there, she can shake that ass. She can clap and drop below, all you need is cash. She shake it fast. Baby girl, do the damn thing. Bitch, money ain't a damn thing. Girl, we rock big chains, running through the whole game. They got me tangled up like the boy was a shoestring. Used to having big dreams, I guess I got good genes. Blinded with some diamonds, baby girl, you ain't never seen. Used to see my whole team, they all like freaks. 2 and 5 of us a piece. Damn right, they tryna hit too. Y'all getting real loose, they know how to back it up. Natural born freaks, so they don't even give a fuck. It's all for them big bucks, show me what you're working with. Drop and give me 50 while you down there, do a spit. I tell you this real quick, then I'ma take you home. You must swallow keys in my only rules during dawn.
A freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, a freak all day and night. I need a freak. I need a freak. I need a freak. I need a freak. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, a freak.
Hey yo, top notch, man. You don't already told her about your freak, man. So let me go ahead and tell her about mine. Okay, now mine kinda younger, pussy much yummier. Insides one will make my dick last longer. Brain so brilliant, but since she look innocent, parents will never guess the way their daughter get a business. And she know the business, she know ain't no commitment. But I kinda like her on the low, we be kissing. Damn, I bet she listening, but I ain't even tripping. We just finished chilling at a crib with her friends, and her friends was friendly. All you heard was gimme. I put the dick up on them, now they part of my committee. And they were hella freaky, one kinda kinky. The other 2 was quiet, but the sex was far from silent. And last but not least, my shawty was a beast. Before we hit the sheets, I ain't even have to speak. She dropped me to the knees and made the boy weak, so I told her open wide. Here you go, baby. Damn, I love a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening.
You are now tuned into Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib.